Do you guys want to catch Faith up on? In fact, where's Faith been for Has Faith just been awfully hungover?
For the first one, I was quite hungover. For any further things that I've missed, I guess I've just been in a deep state of meditation.
Yeah.
Where I meditate instead of sleeping.
So where these guys just ran off and I guess carried on drinking and terrorising people.
I did hear something about a baby being punched. I would like to hear more about that. Totally missed that.
Well, these guys are across town at the moment. I guess maybe Flash has come to get you to try and wrangle these guys under control because they're making a scene all over town. And he's found you in a sort of meditative state, and you guys just want to regroup with these guys.
Sure.
At the Fallen Horses.
Remind me who Flash is.
Flash is the cat.
Yes.
The little cat.
Can we give you a quick run through what happened last time? So, while you were busy sleeping it off, Sycamore, we were trying to save your people. You know, the elven people, the most important race of all. So we decided that we had to get rid of Gently Benevolence at the same time. So there was a bit of confusion about how we're going to do that. We suggested spinning him round and flirting him into the sea.
That was a good one. Was I not there for that?
You were there when he was dangling from the propeller blades, so you would have seen him there. But we had to get rid of him permanently.
Okay.
So we eventually settled on chucking him into the sea. But as we were flying across, we noticed that pending Evil Name's mansion and estate was beneath us. So we were like, what better thing to do than chuck his corpse into Penny Evil Name's garden with the words, I was killed by Pending Evil Name scarred all over his skin. So
it was a good idea. It was a really good idea.
Master Craftsman, the orc over here, decided to carve his skin, but he went a bit enthusiastically and turned him into the equivalent of a human net.
Yeah.
So we chucked him out.
It was a bad job, Whiff. It was a bad job.
He landed on the
you
fountain,
think I'm having
was
my
flying
own
everywhere.
problems over here?
A globule of meat accidentally activated their air defence system, and surface-to-air missiles were launched against us in a Chinook helicopter. So there's only one thing to do. We couldn't wait for them to arrive. We had to take those missiles out ourselves. So Bim managed to take one out. Bim managed to take a couple out. And then Whiff, the hero, jumped out 2 axes, slicing the 2 of the final missiles, destroying them on the way down. But obviously his momentum propelled him into the ground, where he smashed through a church roof at the exact moments that a priest was about to bless a baby as a Christian. So Whiff here is now a Christian rather than Wet Hoof.
I see.
He's a Christian
You don't have to keep
baby
talking
killer.
about it, Risky.
He killed a baby in that same moment as well.
The funny thing about that is obviously he's gone from one illogical fallacy to another, some other fantasy.
It's not fallacy.
But he's very sensitive about
I'm very conflicted at the minute, Risky. Please don't test with my emotions at this point.
I mean, don't. I'm conflicted too. Don't get me wrong. As we entered the town,
Whiff, you killed that baby.
we noticed that there was a procession led by a holy man, some kind of messiah almost. The King of Funk, he called himself. But we realised that was Whiff's one true lord, so we decided to save him there and then. We forgot that we were taking the piss out of Whiff, obviously. We decided to save his one true lord. We failed massively, and then forgot about him and fucked off to the pub.
These hands are unclean.
So the King of Funk is still out there somewhere,
Oh my
about
god.
to be crucified.
Oh lord.
And we're at a pub, chilling.
You weren't chilling at the pub. You went there to follow up a lead from what's his name? Gently Benevolent had given you the name of the pub, the Fooling Horses, and you were there to follow up a lead. And we can skip over the carnage of what happened in the tavern, because that was just that was Whiff. I don't know what Whiff was trying to do. He was dressed as a Southern belle and hitting on a goblin. None of that was going well. These guys.
I was pretending to be a retarded cousin of Lady Birdman.
Hello there, child, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, yeah, we met a gnome who turns out to be someone quite related to me.
It's a goblin, not a gnome.
Was the
Goblin,
best
sorry.
of the spring cotillion.
I'm trying to think. Have you guys come out of the pub to find Flash and Faith have rejoined you?
Let's just say we took 5 for a fag.
Yeah, we've gone out for a smoke
Now
break.
just come
Yeah.
up and be like, hey,
This
you
is all a bit
guys.
intense, so I'm going to go start smoking again.
Um,
I'm going to go outside and start smoking cigarettes again.
So so I'm thinking, because I'm now a Christian.
Yep.
Does that mean that I'm going to be swaying into some sort of abstinence where I can't or won't?
It's
no.
entirely up to Whiff, man.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go that. So I'm gonna get
Really
some of
lean
my
into it.
pocket whiskey, and I'm gonna go. Wait, I don't really think I should drink this.
I think you should.
But-
I definitely think you should whiff. You got a lot of problems, more than most, probably all of us, I think.
But there's
You just
something.
acknowledge them.
Something's wrong. It's as
What can I
if
do?
I think this is a sin. Guys, I'm becoming more Christian. I can't do this.
Just drink half the bottle, then you'll only be half the sin.
He makes a good point.
Mhm.
And they call me a retarded
Okay.
cousin.
Well, well, if
Blood
I
of Christ.
it is the blood of Christ. I drink from it, and I throw up, and I asked, and then I scream, "Someone lash me on the back!
Are
I
you
deserve to be punished for my sins."
Are you-
I
Get out
summoned
for a
Bim.
lashing.
I just want Bim to give him a lashing.
are you throwing up on purpose? Like Whiff's
No,
making
yeah.
like a.
No, like it's the
Yeah.
taste of beer and alcohol now sort of revolts me.
With
Is,
subconscious is
Is
It's
that
yeah, it's overbearing at this point. Yeah.
Whiff is just that suggestible.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so is Bim gonna lash him? Was it we gonna
Yeah,
say?
if he wants lashings, I'm going to summon Bim to do the lashing because I'm not going to get my own hands dirty.
With like a little cat of nine tails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like his own tail. So he's like, Cha!
I go ow, ow, harder.
Oh, we're me and Bim are just watching this,
Hold on
and
now.
then you guys saunter up, I guess.
This is weird.
What the
risky.
hell's going on here, guys?
But where the hell have you been?
I've
Where's
been
the Christian?
in a deep state of meditation. I've been quite weary.
Well, while you were being quite weary, we were trying to save our people, Sycamore.
Oh, tell me, what progress have you made?
Not very much.
You've made a bunch of progress, really.
I forgot most of the progress we made, I'll be honest.
Right. While you guys are trying to remember that, I'm just gonna roll how badly hurt Whiff is by Bim. That's a 1 plus a 3, so that's 4.
Am I going to be really hurt from this?
Probably, because that's a 4. So you failed that.
No.
You sleazy orc, you love this. You love it, don't you?
While you're
4,
sort of
8, 10.
talking to Faith,
12.
I'm looking over at Whiff and this going on kind of game.
I'm just giving
Getting
Sycamore a
a
hard
little
time because she's slept on a mission.
Well, I need the energy. You guys are hard to keep up with sometimes.
So Bim has
You think
We're not
so?
hard to keep up with. I say fire go into the air.
Bim has lashed Whiff on the back for 12 points of poison damage. That hurts
no.
quite badly.
I'm just going to call him off. Like, stop it, Bim. I didn't say poison him.
You did say whip him with his tail, which is poisonous.
Well, that's what he asked for. I didn't want him to die or anything like
Oh,
that.
he's not
I
gonna.
get up like.
Listen, I say, Bim, listen. He's had a hard enough time today as it is.
He could take at least 5 or 6 more.
It's up to him whether he wants to take those. If he wants, if he wants to get you this public lash.
Yeah, that really came keen. That's like. It's like stubbing your little toe probably 3 times over.
Oh my god.
Maybe scratch his little balls like, ha 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 ha. Looking at your sore back.
Yeah, he's fucked you up a bit there. So you've got
I get back up and I go, that was great.
you've learned basically you've made friends with Wee Greg, right? Wee Greg and
Yeah.
his gang of thieves.
I should probably inform everyone of my connection to Wee Greg while we're all out having a fag.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you could do.
Well, I'm trying to be more open with you guys and not keep anything from you, I guess. And I told you how I got my powers by having sex with a goblin's girlfriend. Well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Wee Greg is that goblin I betrayed's son. He looks just like him.
That's your son.
No, not my son.
Son.
Come on. There's no such thing as a half-elf goblin cross.
I can see a twist coming here. I think this is risky son.
No,
everybody.
he looks just like Greg. He looks exactly like Greg. It's got to be old Greg's son.
Yeah, but what about like
I can't
all
really
the
think
other goblins
properly
in the
now, but
world?
I think that too.
Well, they all look the same to me, obviously.
Well, yeah, this is what I'm saying.
This risky son.
He looks like Wee Greg. Wee Greg looks like Greg's son.
That's
But
what
how
I
can you
would.
know when they all look the same
What
to
do you
you?
mean?
I mean, I'd know if it's my own son.
Well, you say that. We'll see.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, so Wee Greg is now on our side, but I do owe him, probably. So we might have to pay him back.
Yeah, Birdman pretended to have sex with him. That's how that happened.
Wait.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was a whole sordid ruse.
Flashback.
Do we need to go through that again?
No, not really.
Come on, please.
Basically,
I probably
Birdman
I will
invited him
return.
to bed.
Yeah. In the guise of Lady Bird Girl.
Little Miss Lady Birdman.
Little Miss Lady Birdman.
Lady
Bird girl.
And while Wee Greg was part of this was Little Miss Lady Birdman's retarded cousin has to stand in the corner and watch.
That was me.
And Wee Greg just thought like that's weird, but I guess I'm down for it. In fact, he said something along the lines of, "Well, I'm down for anything, see." And then while he was distracted, Risky stole his guns, and they just sort of held him up and basically explained their position, and Wee Greg explained his position,
Doggy style at the time.
and basically, well, he was motorboating Little Miss Birdman, wasn't he? So basically, both of these you and the Fooling Horses don't like the Black Hook, and they're only working for the Black Hook because they need money. So they're basically giving you the job. Just said you can have the job and fuck the Black Hook. You can take all the guns and give them to, basically sell them to us, or like hand them out among your cultists, that kind of thing. Basically anti-Black Hook
Yeah.
angle. So I can show you the map that Whiff found.
Yep.
This is a squeaky
So
fucking shirt.
we've enlisted the help of a criminal organisation who've just been like, yeah, you can have our weaponry steel as long as you use it to kill a Black Hook.
So first of all, you've all got a bunch of tickets,
Okay.
and
A bit wild.
this map. But I've just remembered I'm giving you all this, and I forgot that we've got to finish up what happened with Black Jesus, the King of Funk. So,
Yeah, I want to see where that goes.
Yeah.
My favourite thing about Black Jesus, King of Funk, was he was begging us not to help him.
Yeah.
And please, brother, why are you doing this?
And this is what happened.
we tried to free him from the guards, and we just didn't manage it. We didn't die with him, but like,
What did
get
you
hit.
fucked up?
Yeah.
We all got
And we were just like, yeah,
Big
fuck
time.
them, King of Funk, we don't care about anyone.
and the whole time I was begging you to consider the story of Easter.
That wasn't going to happen.
So as you're discussing all this, you can have a quick look at that map, just so you. Oh fuck you, man! Let's just open it in Paint. You can see that. Birdman might not be able to see that.
Birdman can see that.
So Steamrock City's over here. This is sort of where Faith comes from.
Oasis.
Gulag is here. There's a bunch of like canyons and stuff here, which is full of Black Hook. Basically, you want to be. There's a weapons train coming from here, and there's a passenger train coming through here, and you want to get onto the weapon train. But as we're discussing all of this, there is a. It's only about.
So you're like a train robbery type sort of deal.
Yeah.
Heist.
Okay.
Train
You
house.
son of a
Train
bitch.
As
I think maybe I'll need more convincing to get involved in it because I'll think robbing's a sin.
Yeah. I mean, and also this is my first time. I've never done a heist before. in the last heist I tried to pull off fails spectacularly.
It's fine, Faith. We've all done a lot. We've done a lot of heists before.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of heists before.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
we can show you the
Yeah,
ropes.
Birdman is a master of heists. I believe everything he says because he freed me from a coffin in our first meeting.
That's what they call me in the old country.
Oh
Master
god.
of heists.
The coffin. That's what they used to call him.
The old coffin and the master of heists.
Okay.
Uh,
Ceremonies.
So we've got tickets to the
How many
passenger
heists
train, I'm
did you
assuming.
have?
What?
That's
Flash
a good
sort
number.
of looks as if
Yeah,
he's sort of
sure
picking
it
his
is.
nails. I suppose his claws.
Sure it is.
He's, can I get into this accent? I have done many heists. I'm what you say, a cat burglar. So we will be fine.
Because he's a cat.
Yeah, he's-
And justice is on our side, as it always is, so I'm sure we'll pull this off without nary a hitch.
Yes.
Nary a hitch.
That's a good
as-
line.
As you discussed in this,
Nearly a hitch. Nearly a hitch.
Nary.
I will-
Nary cherry.
I will
I'm
say
sure, I'm sure.
it's sometime about mid-afternoon, roughly. Maybe about the time it is now. So it's like the sun is out, but then there is a unnatural eclipse.
Okay.
Basically, it's not really the moon. I should have thought about this more. Maybe it is the moon. The moon just skates across the sky in front of the sun and becomes charged with the sun's energy that it's blocking. So there's like a big full moon, and it's spooky as hell.
About to say, so is the landscape sort of changed or anything about this? Or
The landscape hasn't physically changed, but there is like a mist quickly descending on it,
is
like
it
in a very spooky
yeah, so
way.
is it
Oh.
dark? Is it like
Yeah, it's
to
dark
a point
as
where
hell.
we can't see each other? Or
Well, you can see each other. It's a full moon, so like
okay.
it's low light.
Could I just interject? Obviously, being learned in the arcane arts, I'm sure that the full moon does have quite an eclipse like this has some kind of effect on our magical abilities.
An effect on your magical
Yeah.
abilities.
Well, certainly.
Hold on a minute.
Certainly the arcane arts.
I'm
But
gonna
hey,
have to change
you ever
myself
heard-
slightly.
You ever heard Bolsonaro in Third Concerto in the moonlight?
Allow me to play you some Bolsonaro.
Chop down the trees. COVID is not real. I will kill Brazil with my power. Bolsonaro in the pale moonlight.
Fuck this off out of the way and get a deck chair.
The boy with cotton fever goes walking, and when they pass,
Yeah, I read a tome once saying how the lunar cycles have an effect on arcane arts. So I'm hoping that perhaps some of our abilities may be enhanced during this event.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Hey.
See if I can-
That's it. I think I don't have a lot of stuff magic-wise. I don't think.
Go and ask over there, dude.
Yeah, from there, man.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Whiff has got any arcane abilities.
No,
Right.
which sucks.
Need this.
Imagine Birdman there.
Birdman's got loads of arcane abilities. He's a magic user.
Okay, also like Thunderwave and
Yeah. All right.
Wait. So will it affect my raging then if we come across any enemies? Because about to say if it sort of like changes the way we use spells, is it going to change the way that we react or cause magic to?
We'll see what the moon does.
I'm not even sure
Yeah.
if it does anything to the magic really. Like, what were you?
I'm going to be alright. If there's no real thing in mind, I'm going to say that it, because I've read about it. I'm convinced that it does do something. So I'm going to be quite like, ha ha ha! My powers are really great.
Yeah.
You can totally do that.
quite
Yeah, I'm going
manic.
Would you like me to?
I can't.
I can roll Arcana and see if you know anything about it
Yeah,
as
go
well. 16 plus whatever your Arcana is, which is pretty high. I would say you know a decent amount about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
say,
23.
Anything to do with blood during this moon.
Well,
Any
yeah,
kind of
that's-
blood-based spell would be enhanced.
That's a good point as well. The moon has got some. It's like a red sort of tint to it. And you recognise it as a blood moon, which means there's some kind of blood magic about.
I could bind a spell to all of us. Like, I can bind spells to a scroll.
Yeah.
We could all put a droplet of blood on a scroll and all have that ability.
You could do that anyway, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, how does
Could
that work?
So once a day I can bind a spell to a scroll, and that's like an item to be used. So I could do something that could maybe help us all out in this moon.
I would say maybe it makes that easier to do for you.
Right.
As in, like, you can probably get more out of that somehow.
So I'm wondering, because of there's obviously some sort of blood magic sort of relevant at this point if the moon's turning red. Can either one of these two like sense it, or can they detect like a disturbing presence, or?
You mean detect the magic?
Yeah. So can they detect the magic to sort of see what we're dealing with?
You can ask them to do that.
Guys,
if you've got any spells.
What's going on?
I just gestured towards Bim, whose eyes are coming out of his head like stalks.
Oh.
That's it. That's all that's changed.
Looks horrible.
Yeah.
Looks like when E.T. lifts his neck up. Yeah, like that.
Fucking fuck off. I'm not sure specifically what you were asking about there.
Just because I think obviously because the landscape's changed and it looks a bit eerie and a bit more evil.
Are you looking for the source of it?
Yeah,
the source of this change. Because if anyone's got, you'd have to have something like detect magic, or like you can try and hunt it down, I guess.
Do any of you guys have
How about
detect
this?
magic?
So I hear during the blood moon, blood rages and frenzies are enhanced, but to a dangerous degree.
Yeah.
So anyone who is passionate for murder is going to be really passionate for murder during the blue moon.
So with Catholicism might
hinder him in this situation.
Yeah, because he also likes murdering.
Yeah, but he
I
can't
love
murder,
murdering, guys. I
because
love
he's a
murdering.
But you're a Christian now, so you
No,
can't
you
murder.
don't want
It's in the
murder
Ten
anymore.
Commandments.
You've got to do something. I want to get my rage on.
Guys, we have got to get.
Christians,
we have got to do
Christians
something.
might like murder. I think they like murder, maybe.
Only if it's the Messiah, though,
I guess.
as
So.
we've seen earlier in the tale.
What if I slap the bejesus out of him?
What out of Jesus?
The bejesus out of Whip.
I mean, you're
I mean,
Welsh.
you can try
as
your
well.
best.
I mean, he's
You can try
already
your
really
face.
hurt,
You
so
can't-
he
you can't
definitely
sl-
should.
you can't slap
Can I
him.
attempt to
He's not
slap
really
the
hysterical.
bejesus out of Whip? Let's see.
He's not hysterical.
Get a hold of yourself, man.
Slap whip.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I've assumed like you've slapped him and it's been ineffective because that was a 5.
Okay.
The power of the blood moon. See?
Why is
Was
it?
it like a sort of like a tap to the face?
It was like
Yeah,
this.
it's like a. Yeah.
It was-
Okay.
It's like, you know, the scene on an aeroplane, but like slightly less intense. It's like,
Yeah.
get a hold of yourself, man.
I guess.
But it just doesn't quite
So
cut through.
I was about to say. So I say to Faith, I appreciate it, but I don't think I'm gonna get out of this funk. I need help.
So what's happening with Whiff at the moment? Has he seen the moon and just started panicking?
Yeah.
I reckon he's seen the moon and it's awakened a beast inside him, a murderous rage. But he's now a Christian.
Yeah. So
So he's
I'm
at
gonna be
odds.
conflicted about this.
And he's also in a funk
Yeah. I'm in a
So-
funk.
because of funky Jesus.
Yeah, now you're experiencing a lot of cognitive dissonance because you want to go out and spill some blood,
Yeah.
but your new Christian hypocrisy is saying don't spill blood unless there's a good reason to. So now you're just like, I want to find a reason to kill.
Oh,
I
Is
just
that-
want
How
to. I
about-
just
Is
want
that
to
your
kill
feeling?
so bad.
How
Yeah.
about with? How about just for today? You think of today like the Crusades, you know,
I mean,
Christian Crusades, where so much killing happened, all in the name of
It's
God.
in Jesus' name.
Hey,
Jesus
You're
said,
right.
"Hail."
maybe being a Christian isn't so bad after all.
There you go, buddy.
Bim's loving it.
I'll give
Bim's
him a
like,
pat
I
on the
love
back and
this
say,
idea.
there, it's all going to be all right.
I am. As Faith does that, I go like that because of the lashes. Ow, 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 oh, it still stings.
Oh shit, I forgot about that, dude. Sorry.
It's okay.
How is Birdman responding to the moon?
So talk me through what exactly is going on again.
Well, you've just been stood around talking about this.
Yeah, and this moon has descended.
You've been stood around talking about the map and the plan, and you're going to rob a train, and then you've just seen like the moon skate across the sky and eclipse the sun, and it's gone red, and there's a huge amount of spook
Yeah,
falling
all
across
hairs on my arms
the
are standing
land.
on end.
Birdman's like, his bird skin underneath his feathers goes all goosebumpy, but on the outside he lights a cigarette because he's smoking again now. He lights a cigarette and goes, I'm not scared.
All right.
Hey, check this out. This is stupid, everybody. This looks really not very scary at all. I'm not really afraid.
Ben,
I don't tell you what's going on.
Ben puts his thumbs between his braces because he's wearing braces with no shirt now. Just braces and trousers and a little flat cap, and he's just like, ha! I'm sure you are, buddy. Sure you are. And he's just like,
Oh no, if that guy's here, that means things are going crazy.
you sort of doing a pub landlord sort of thing.
Yeah, Birdman's scared. Birdman is shaking inside because
I go over to Birdman.
he's jawed by it.
I approach him, and I say, "You okay there, Birdman?"
Fucking hands off.
There's nothing to be afraid of this blood moon. If anything, it's going to work to our advantage. I don't know how yet, but I mean, look at Whiff. He's bristling.
I was just about
so scared.
to say you were aware that it's an indicator that something powerful and dangerous has been summoned
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel
in
it
some
because
form.
I'm a bird man. I'm close to the animals, so I feel it.
Yeah, it feels like every pubic hair on my body is electrified.
Yeah.
It's out straight. He's got liberty spikes for pubes.
Like a racer head down there.
Hey?
Like a racer head down there.
Yeah. His groin is all existential dread.
But you can't see it because it's hidden away behind that cloak.
He's afraid of becoming a father. That's what's happening downstairs. That's not gonna scan for anyone who doesn't know what Eraserhead is about.
It's you gotta throw something in there like that sometimes. Keep on the toes.
I was gonna say someone hears a scream. Let's just say you all hear a scream, or multiple screams and a clatter of like weapons and stuff. You can see a lot of people like poking their heads out of their doors.
We're still outside the pub, yeah.
Yeah. You hear a ruckus nearby. A lot of shouting and sounds like clattering armor and stuff.
Is it like getting closer, or is it like just
No,
in the distance?
it's getting quieter.
It's getting quieter. Okay.
As in
Should
less.
we follow that?
Well, my instincts tell me to get the fuck away from here and carry on with the mission that we were usually doing with. But you know, I'm not in charge. So.
Well, yeah. Your next port of call for I suppose the job is the train station. Head over there.
What do you think, Sycamore?
Part of me wants to investigate the noise, but I also think we should stay on track. So I think we should make moves towards the train station, or the train tracks, or wherever it is we're going.
I'll just go with the majority, I guess.
So, Birdman, it's left up to you. Should we investigate the scary noise and be cool heroes? Or should we carry on with our job and be really cool heroes?
Even though Birdman is scared, he's want for anything that's a bit chaotic or a bit mad. And Risky's wording there. It's maybe Birdman goes, heroes? Then let's go. We can go fight this cool noise because we're the heroes of the story.
Right behind you, Birdman.
Great.
Right behind you. Let's go.
Wait, but I suggested
And I pull out my
that.
strap and run off.
Okay.
You run towards the clamour.
So we'll just like trudge along,
but
hands in
very
my pocket.
dubiously.
Right.
It's like a sort of a little brisk run and a little.
But
fast.
he's looking
Yeah.
back.
I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
I just gestured to him to follow him, and that's what I'm going to hang back.
All right. So Birdman's round the corner first. That's what we're aiming for. Because like the sound, by the time you get down the street, the sound is like completely. Well,
Gone.
It's gone. It sounds like it's completely gone, and then you turn a corner and you can see a pile of bodies and a bunch of dudes just like.
What is it, Birdman?
The
Shout
word,
out.
the adrenaline that the word heroes gave Birdman is completely worn off. Birdman is going, Birdman's looking back in, there's a bunch of dead guys, there's a lot of dead bodies in like a mass, bodies.
Like a what?
What, Birdman?
what?
We can't do what you're saying.
Come on here, either come closer or show us.
You should come over here,
What?
maybe.
Barbecue tomorrow?
That sounds like a good idea, but no, not right now. There's a gang of garbled bodies boggled bodies down here.
Want to play Boggle? No, we don't want to do that.
I'll step around the corner and have a look from afar with my elven eyes.
You can see through Bim's eyes.
Oh yeah, so Bim's just like, yeah, look at that. And he's loving it, he's like, he's making his big teeth.
Birdman turns back and is sick.
Fair enough.
Do we approach that as well? Because
You can if you want.
I want to pursue that.
You want to have a look at the.
Yeah,
I wanna have a look at the
wanna
bodies.
approach, I want to see what the fuck Birdman's going on about.
I was
Yeah.
going to approach the pile of bodies and see if they're all dead.
It's basically like it's like an alleyway that leads into a sort of courtyard,
Okay.
and there's a bunch of dudes just scattered around with their guts hanging out, like a bunch of guards.
Were any of them alive?
Can have a look.
Yeah, let me just,
yes.
I'll check the pile of bodies, see if it was alive.
Which one do you check? Pick
Which
one
one?
and have a look.
So they're just strewed everywhere.
Yeah,
I go for the guy who's slumped against the wall.
yeah.
Lift his head
And
up.
his head falls off.
Oh.
I pick it up and start going, look guys, I'm a dead guy.
Look, he's going like he's talking.
I'm maniacally laughing, but I'm not waiting to see if anyone else is joining in.
I'm kind of laughing, but I'm nervous.
I'm starting to drink now.
Does anyone else want to have a look for like a survivor?
I'm reading a Bible.
I'll give everyone a chance to have a look.
I know it sounds insensitive, but I feel like should we check these guys' pockets?
Bim's
Yeah, you
like, I
can.
like your thinking.
What are you looking for?
Well, Rob,
like
that's a great
like
idea.
gold?
Yeah, we're looking for gold, any little knickknacks. That
So
suppose.
can I approach Faith at that point?
Yeah.
Can I say that's a great idea, but remember, consider your actions beforehand. From what I've been reading in the Bible today,
I put my palm to Biff's face. Whiff's face. Say, no. Just stop.
look, I want to impart my knowledge on you guys now of my new found religion.
Shut up, Whiff.
Listen, the Bible's not going to help us get potential gold from these pockets.
A few little trinkets in this time. Thank you, Risky.
And hey, if we avenge their deaths,
I always think
this will all be worth it.
Thank you.
Always carry a spare.
Well, they haven't got much money on them, I'll tell you that. Just need to take some money off Birdman from last week.
Oh, why?
I'm underwhelmed.
Because you did pay for that loot.
Oh yeah.
You got a very powerful loot.
I thought you gave it to you for free.
He did initially, and then he was like, well, now the town's
The town's
been
destroyed.
swallowed by a fucking demon, and I've got all my livelihood's been destroyed, and Birdman was just like, yeah, I have 100 gold and fuck off.
Listen, I know we killed a town, but eventually my people will rise to power. Supremacy over us.
It's
Yeah.
okay, that's why I'm drinking right now, Risky. That's why I'm drinking.
Um,
See, drink the memories away.
Yeah, that's every time. Every time.
I'm gonna say there's about 12 dead guards, and each of them has got at least a gold coin on them.
I mean, It's
Okay.
better than nothing.
It's worth it.
How does that make you feel to be
I am. I'm not
robbing
going to
me?
lie, I'm underwhelmed, but you know, you've got to be grateful for everything you have, everything you find, in dead guys' pockets.
I mean, they've got a load of weapons as well, if you want to carry them around all day.
Now we're talking.
It's
It's going to really help with the heist later.
Hey?
I would like a flail.
I guess.
I would like a slingshot.
They are guards, so they're going to have like spears, basically spears and shields and short swords. That's the most you're going to get out of them.
I'm going to pick up a spear.
I'll pick up a spear.
Yeah, so
Uh, what were you going to say?
So I'm not going to pocket anything.
Because you're not a grave robber,
Yeah,
a
But-
scavenger.
but yeah,
Lame-o.
I'm not a scavenger.
Christian.
And I say to I once say to the guys like one more time just before they go and rob and loot all the stuff. I say, guys, consider what you're doing. Remember, just focus on what you think's right.
Yeah.
That's the Christian way of.
Whatever, if you're going to build some other fancy story in the next 5 minutes, so
Yeah,
like,
yeah, definitely.
we're going to take something real like this spear.
Like, Faith had a great idea. We
Yeah.
rob them all.
I
We
mean,
rob the bodies.
They're not going to need them anymore, are they?
They aren't. And their families aren't going to need their possessions or wealth either. So,
I mean, we should be ungrateful because it was like, what, 12 pieces of gold? And
Well,
That's
that's
annoying.
That's all Faith's. Faith is just ran around industrially, just like
Then I won't-
industriously,
then
just
I'm
like
ungrateful
nicking
for
gold.
this bounty.
yeah. Gold
Wow.
means nothing to me.
I know of
wow.
So
112
I've robbed
gold.
these guys and I'm ungrateful about it, Whiff. What do you think about that?
I say, peace be upon you, and I put my hand on his head.
You hear like I was going to say you hear a crow, but that's not accurate because he is a giant rooster man. You hear a giant rooster man say from on high. What accent should he go with? Like Russian, maybe?
Rooster.
Who's there? Ruski.
I find it despicable you would rob from the dead. And he sort of squares himself beside Whiff, and he's, as if to support Whiff.
Yeah.
But I suppose in times like this, he just looks around for anything to. He just gives a body a kick and is like, "Pff, I have better things in my toilet." What? Did anybody see what happened here? I'm Big Rooster Man, by the way.
Hello, Big Rooster
Big
Man.
Rooster Man.
Hi.
That is not my name. That is a description.
Oh, you haven't told us your name, Big Rooster Man.
I know.
All we
I,
know about you is that
I'll
you're a
be calling
big
you Big
rooster
Rooster
and that
Man.
you're a man.
That is my bad.
Start calling you that because I can't get that out of my head.
I don't want to come anywhere near the big rooster man because I don't know what kind of race he is.
Fair enough. My name is Cockadoodle Don't. There you go. I am a hunter of beasts.
Is he a relation to yours, Birdman?
Like all one last word.
I fucked up, Risky, but
Cockadoodle
I mean,
Don't.
you guys must know each other.
Cockadoodle
don't. I mean, that's
Yes.
Cockadoodle
kind of,
That.
Okay.
it's kind of
Just
fucked
so-
up. I know you know as woke
so
as me,
no.
Risky. I know you know as.
What are you on about?
I'm just saying that these two must know each other. They're both bird people.
That is racist.
Yeah, it's
Very
pretty fucked up.
presumptuous of you,
Yes.
Risky.
Listen to my
Listen.
accent. Listen to his accent.
Well, what
Do we
we
come
rate-
from the same town?
Listen, even though
You both got
bird
beaks.
people is quite, there's not a lot of us. I mean, not a lot. We probably are related somewhere. Even though that's possibly true,
See?
that's fucked up, man.
What type of bird are you? We ask this question every week.
I dip and dabble.
Well, I am a rooster.
I dabble in being
Pure
various birds.
pure rooster. They call us roosties.
I just pushed my
Yeah, you
spectacles
look
up.
Or
my
maybe
nose.
because of Birdman's insecurity, he doesn't know what kind of bird he is. He doesn't know what bird he wants to
He
be.
keeps
deep down.
changing.
So he keeps changing.
Yeah, that's true, but.
But what do I
It's
know?
not
I'm
at
just a wood elf.
all. Shut up, Faith.
Yes, I too am an
Shut
elf. Just like you. Full elves, the two of us,
Okay,
standing here
okay, Risky.
amidst these lesser creatures. I say that only to you, though.
Oh, I get it. Risky's insecure, so he's saying something about our races.
Yeah, he's projecting about the.
Wow, you guys.
His
I-
inferiority
I have
complex.
some inferiorities about my own race, to be fair.
Birdman thinks to himself, "I'm the only one here who's not insecure."
We all look at him and look agreed.
What was I going to say?
Did I say that out loud?
Cockadoodle Don't. Sort of. He raises his voice
Because we're just talking to each other.
and he says, "Did you happen to see what happened here? Anyone?"
We get off
No,
track
no,
like that.
No,
sometimes.
we arrived far after the event had occurred, unfortunately.
We heard a scream, and then Birdman decided to investigate, and then he just found this pile of bodies.
I see.
It's okay then. I'm drinking now.
He's going to have a look around and basically inspect the bodies. And also point out to you that these these giant, like, they're like big wounds, like, sort of like, trying to think what kind of weapon would do it.
Like an axe.
Sort of like a bill hook. If anyone knows what that is. So like imagine like a big hook, and he points them out as like this is made by some sort of some kind of animal. You see, a powerful animal has killed.
Let me just check.
Counts
those-
them,
check
12
those
men.
wounds for any kind of signs of demonic stuff. I'm not saying anything, just like ferreting around.
That would be Arcana, wouldn't it? You're fairly certain that it's not strictly demonic. I mean, it's difficult to. It's not been like. It's not got any necrotic damage on it or anything. There's no like special type of damage. It just looks like a big fucking wound.
Okay.
And it's killed all of them pretty quickly. Because like
in
Birdman
one
showed
blow?
up and they were still making noise, and by the time Birdman had communicated his distress, they'd all bled out.
Yeah, so is it all like in one blow for each of them, or have they got like multiple wounds, or like one bigger wound?
It's like claw marks basically.
Okay.
But it's also pretty indiscriminate. Like they're just all over the place. It's
How
a fucking
big are
the wounds.
the claw marks?
Probably about like I mean as big as your body is. They're right the way across the body. Just
so
like
it's
big
actually like they're in half, like
big
they're
swipes.
like-
Yeah, they're
okay, almost, but
they're
they're sort of like hanging off.
Have you ever like cut a sausage sort of in half but not properly?
Yeah.
It's a lot like that.
Yeah.
You know, when like you're barbecuing them and you
And
sort of cut them up a
and it's
bit.
all coming out a bit.
Yeah.
No, more you've done it on purpose so you can get a bit more crisp on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're cut most of the way through, but it hasn't gone through the spine. Is what I'm trying to say.
Crispy corpses.
They are connected.
Barbecue lingo.
So at
You
least
only know about that if you barbecue a lot.
Cockadoodle doesn't barbecue that much. That's why he didn't say it. He does point out that it's this appears to be the beast I am looking for. I guess that's all he's got to say.
You're a beast hunter.
Yes, a hunter of beasts.
What sort of beast were you looking for?
Some kind of. He points at the moon. Some kind of blood magic related beast. Could be anything. I've been sent here by my order. What's the? I should have come up with a name for this. The Order of Beast Hunting. I don't know.
Hunt beast hunter.
Ah, yes, the order of beast hunting.
We are.
I have heard of your
I've
I've heard of your sect
what do they
before.
do?
I've heard of your order many times in my books.
They said to hunt beasts, I believe.
Can I just pitch a name idea for that?
Yeah.
You should call it Simply the Beast.
Yes,
are the
my
best.
order is named Simply the Beast. We are
You look like it.
The best at beasting.
we are a militant order of the Christian Church. We go around killing beasts that threaten
I sort of
the.
perk up and like an aura comes from like,
Cockadoodle down eyeballs you slightly,
yeah.
but he finds it awkward more than anything.
Is there anyone like in my way, or like anyone sort of like in front of me in Cockle-Doodle Don't, or that I could? Because I'm gonna walk over to him, but I'm not. I'm gonna think maybe I could like push somebody out of the way.
There's a bunch of bodies on the floor.
I'm looking at the body, so I'm not in front of you.
I just like stamp all
I'm
over
like checking
him.
him out.
Yeah, you sort of stumble excitedly towards
Yeah.
Cockadoodle Down.
Yeah. Over the bodies.
Like trip over some leg.
He takes
It's
a
like
sort
when
of.
you press like a fajita and all the stuff comes out.
Yeah.
It's like a long shot that lasts about 30 seconds of with at one point falling over and getting back up, like badly, whilst making his way over.
Cockadoodle Down steps into like a sort of defensive position and is like, "What? You approach me, green man. What is it?"
Did you say you were a Christian thing?
Yes.
I've recently become Christian myself, you know, and I'm finding it very hard to adjust.
Yeah, my man over here loves to murder and he loves to kill, but now he's a Christian. He has to have a reason for killing.
Well, I am a Christian. I kill things all the time.
I said it's God's
Serendipity.
will.
Yes, it is God's will. Are you a Christian too?
I'm not, but I
He's,
understand the
I've been
ways.
trying to get these guys on it all day. and
he
they
sours
won't
to
join.
faith slightly. He looks around. Are you Christian?
No.
He sours to Birdman also. And what about you?
I don't subscribe to fantasy.
Oh,
I don't partake in fantastical games.
He scoffs at that.
What?
Then what do you believe in?
Science, war, the demonology,
I sort of like
the summoning of
tap
demons.
cockle-doodle-doo
You know,
and
like
say,
real
"Tell him
logical
he's
things.
wrong."
Say that again.
Real logical things like summoning demons and blood magic. That's
I
what
mean,
I'm into.
he's not wrong as such. Those things exist. But you are a heathen.
Yeah, what I'm saying to Rooster Guy over here is that what does he believe in? A load of nonsense. I can prove my faith.
Yeah. All I got is my old friends, John and Marlowe, I say, pulling up a joint and a drink and going, old lady luck.
He's taking most issue with Risky being actively for demons.
Okay.
You're
Uh,
actively for something that isn't even real. You can't prove.
Who can prove the immaterial benefit of believing in something greater than yourself?
Who can prove a monkey pissing in your eye? And then that's what happens.
Well, Bim pisses on him. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna try it.
I don't know why I'm being like this.
I don't want to miss
Bim
this,
got
but
him. Bim got him
I'm dying
good.
for a
Yeah,
week.
Bim got him. He's pissed in Cockadoodle Don't's eye. I'm gonna see what Cockadoodle Don't has got on him.
That was Bim that did that. Not that monkey's got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot Bim, and that's an 8 plus a
Did
9,
he kill Ben?
Hopefully,
17.
he's out of the way with.
5 plus, so that's 9. I think Bim's got more health than that, hasn't
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe like a fight's going to take place then.
Well, Bim would lose.
Yeah.
It was mostly for the scorn.
I guess he's going to get shot and that's it.
He's just gonna be like, He's got like a big hole through him, but he's alive, and he's just like pissed off. But can't do anything about it.
he? Well, he can attack twice, so he's gonna shoot him twice, and this almost certainly kills him. Yeah, so he's just shot Bim twice.
Bim just turned into a
He's
cloud
just gone,
of smelly
ba-ding,
gas.
ba-ding.
I'm just like, well,
There he goes.
I suppose that was something to do with you.
it seemed like an act of God, to be fair. A monkey appearing out of thin air and peeing on someone. Like, that's something that God would do, right?
That's your man.
Cockadoodle Down flips you off and says, I have work to do. And he flaps up onto the roof again.
Yeah, I gave him a charming smile.
Can I follow him?
What do you want that charming smile to do?
Just make him forget about what we just did.
Not like in a suspicious way. Like
I don't think it's
follow
gonna
him, like, for
work.
more teaching.
Well, I'll give him a charming smile that doesn't turn out to be charming at all.
Maybe like... maybe he doesn't hate you as much as he could.
It's just japes between two heroes at this point to realise, I guess.
Yeah.
And Whiff wants to follow him up onto the roof. Yeah, Whiff, you just climb up there like a fucking... like a monkey.
Are you following
Rooster.
Rooster Man?
Yeah, my Christian friend. I suppose you would like to help me rid the world of this new beast, this fell terror.
Yes, I would. Teach me, master.
He
I'll look at
finds
Bim,
you somewhat a little too forthcoming. Yeah, that's he's not. I mean, he will take your help, but he's dismissive. You know what I mean? He's reluctant to being your master at such short notice.
Okay.
Well,
I still call him master regardless of what he calls me. Yeah.
I guess he's gonna try and track this beast because there are like giant paw prints, sort of leading away from the courtyard. And you can see that from you guys can all
follow them.
yeah, I was going to ask what these guys want to do if they're not coming
Yeah,
with Cockadoodle don't.
Should we see what's happening with this, or should we carry on with what the original plan was?
See, now I kind of want to see where these footprints lead to and what it is.
Didn't we unleash a demon? Could this have anything to do with that?
No.
No, oh, that's fine then.
No, Birdman, no.
That's great.
He was a
Fine
good
then.
demon.
It might do.
Anyway,
I don't know that.
remember, he might be a demon, but he is on our side.
Yeah, that's what makes me feel okay about this.
Yeah, yeah. Just like the pigmen, they're on our side too.
Well, you did just learn that the wounds inflicted on these men are not.
the pigmen to come back.
They're decisively mundane.
Yeah, then. Anyway, like I said, there's no sign of arcana or necrotic damage at all in those wounds, so it probably isn't our friend. You know, he had those big zombification claws, didn't he?
Yeah, I guess you're right. But we can still be heroes and go and stop this beast. Because I'm a hero. Maybe we should get something from it.
Get
Like
something, eh?
A sense of
You
purpose.
picked up Risky's attention.
Well, I realise that I want to be the hero, but not if it means not getting anything out of it, right?
No. What kind of
Isn't
hero
that the
doesn't
point?
accept reward? Some chump.
Why anyone's a hero? You don't do it because you're a nice person.
As he's saying that, Flash has been hidden this entire time. He jumps out and startles Birdman.
Yeah,
Birdman failed his wisdom challenge, so.
Milk comes out of Big Man's belly. Why?
And
Was he even drinking it?
Flash just he just gives you a friendly little sort of
Hey.
sort of like and then he explains to the rest of you that I guess you filled him in on the plan, right? You're going to do a train heist.
Yeah, he knows that.
And he says, with the I need to get the accent. With this this red moon, I imagine the trains will not be running, so we can try the train heist, but it looks a little apocalyptic at the moment. There's like a thick mist.
Yeah. I do suggest that we try and solve this while we still have the benefit of the blood moon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That gives us powers, right?
Well,
I'm
I'm sort of acting like I'm not interested. This isn't really anything to do with me, so I'm going to hold back and see what happens.
Flash jumps up and basically climbs on Whiff's shoulder.
Okay. I go, "Whee!"
He stood on your shoulder like a pirate would stand on the mast of a ship.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like defiant.
Yeah, he's looking outward.
Heroic.
Yeah, he's needlessly heroic.
Yeah, is he pointing like a sword
Onward,
out, like,
my noble
sword?
steed.
Big Man doesn't like him because he's doing this. He's annoyed at him.
I get like really
You
excited.
could get on his other
and-
shoulder.
And I sort of lunge forward and I'm making like boat chugging sounds as I do. It's like,
So you're playing along.
I'm playing along with it.
Tugboat Whiff.
Tugboat with.
All right. Flash is enjoying this. What are you guys? How are you guys gonna?
I'm going to drag my feet at the back.
Are you not climbing on the roof with this pair of this whole bunch of
I'm
goons?
going to follow them, but I don't want to be involved.
Are you guys gonna go in like a separate group?
I'm gonna jump onto Whiff's other shoulder and start like doing more heroic stances than Flash's. Like,
Actually, are we all going to get on with?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Get on the whiff train.
I just say, mind my wounds
the train.
from earlier.
Yeah. I was gonna start doing strength saves for Whiff to see if he can carry all of you.
I was going to suggest that
I can do it.
I want to be carried by Whiff. In front like this.
And I can just like latch onto one of the arms, dangling like a
Like so
monkey.
you howled at the front looking forward.
Yeah, like you can hold me up and I can fire off spells like this.
Yeah.
As I go forward, like the chugging sound sort of goes.
Faith, are you climbing on Whiff as well?
Yes, I'm going to attempt to latch onto one of his arms.
You're quite acrobatic, so you can flip around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to say Whiff is like moving very slowly. Well, he's moving at a trudge, but he's carrying everyone.
I like to imagine that the
Thanks,
roosters are like way far ahead, and you're like going, trying to keep up with him.
I sort of have like a little internal moment there, and I look at myself and go, "Hey, I'm going towards my destiny, and I'm having to suffer for it." I'm like, Jesus.
These are your cross. Your
This is
cross
my
to
cross
bear.
to bear.
Cross to bear.
Hey, we've just called him Cross to Bear.
Cross to bear. It's Krista Berg, but he's
He's
He's been
religious.
crossed with a bear.
I was going to say he's giant and gay and angry.
Cross to Bear.
A crusty bear. Ukake bear.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, no, so we're now a walking orc fortress.
That represents to with something to do with Jesus.
Can I have some of these Pringles?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
these are
it
available
can-
as well.
Does that sort of like newfound faith and realisation sort of help me go faster?
Hold on.
It probably motivate you a bit, yeah.
What would that be? Like a motivational?
Your motivation.
Yeah, like I'm motivated to carry my cross.
I don't know, I didn't find what I was doing.
Be a Constitution save, which is 8 altogether.
Okay, so is that good? No. Okay, shit.
No.
I'm sorry,
Faster,
what's happening?
orc! Faster!
I'm going to say you're just moving very slowly. Cockadoodle don't. Just thinks you're all taking the piss, really. And he says he just.
Listen,
He
mate,
just
it's just how we do things around here.
I look up at Cockadoodle Dose and go, this is my life.
he says, "Well, you can all catch up. If I'm in trouble, I will send up a flare." He's just following the tracks of these. They're giant feet, basically. You can see giant footprints marking
Are they
blood
Are they
all
like
up the street.
paws or hooves?
You can have a
or
look.
what?
Actually, you've got some animal skills.
I do have some animal skills. Animal handling.
Yeah, you know posh stuff,
Animal
He knows-
Planet.
religious stuff.
Animal handling.
You're an animal person, we have like demons and stuff.
I'll give it.
Perfect.
I'll give it to you for survival.
Those were the days.
So yeah, you can tell these are enormous rabbit feet.
Oh no.
Rabbit feet, eh?
Mm.
One of the worst of giant animals, so I've heard.
They're really big. They're about 3 feet long. The feet.
Okay.
Maybe longer
just
than
the
that.
feet are that long.
Yeah,
Gravy.
maybe longer. In fact, yeah, definitely longer. Maybe closer to like
we can
5
make
feet
a
long.
giant stew.
Inside the rabbit.
I wonder if it's a demonic rabbit.
I love rabbit stew. Old Nady used to feed it to me on the veranda. I mean, I used to eat it out of just some shit.
An old shoe.
Yeah. Thanks.
Voice from the sky.
What was that, Boomer?
Thanks, Brain.
Yeah, so I guess you can just follow them footprints.
Okay.
Come on, Whiff, let's hop to it.
Yeah, hurry up.
I'm trying.
Faster, orc!
I cast Magic Mouth onto Whiff's mouth. And make him say, I'll go as fast as I can. I'll run. Trying to suggest him to do it.
Right, I'm gonna have a wee
I'm
first.
shooting little blasts at his feet so he walks faster. Well, I'm not trying to hurt you.
I say you shall perish in flames. You're all going to hell.
So this rooster's walked off into the distance and we're just going. Not even that big.
You're like 6 foot, aren't you?
Yeah.
You can barely see Whiff amongst all of us.
Like he's like a megazord of
Like a suit made out of you guys.
If we put a big coat around all of us, it would look like just Whiff's head. Big body.
like a mech suit.
Lord.
Whiff, you're dropping me! You're dropping me!
I lift Risky back on and I just go.
We're
subconsciously thinking.
we're obviously dealing with quite a big demon.
Well, I don't think it's a demon. There was no signs of demology. But a giant rabbit
What does he want with those people?
could decimate an entire greengrocer's. A farm could be destroyed.
You could have huge, giant, like there's little balls of shit everywhere, but bigger.
If they roll,
There's so much of those.
you could destroy everything.
Now that I think about it,
You
you know, when I was rifling through the pockets of those dead guys, I did see some miniature Chantenay carrots in there. So maybe that's what they were after, what he was after.
I'm not going to do that.
Listen, Whit,
Up to me.
if you want this giant rabbit, you have to look after it yourself. Don't expect me to be going out there every 5 minutes.
I don't want to rabbit in the first place.
You got a rabbit. You have to have a pet. You have to look after.
Listen,
it.
Mr. Christian, you've got to feed it yourself.
Is this? Did Whiff do this? Whiff, is this your giant rabbit?
This isn't my... Look, I've only been in it for a few...
We told you you could have a
hours.
pet. We told you you wouldn't allow a pet.
We
No
told
pets,
you,
Whiff.
no change in religion, no giant pets, and look where we're at.
I knew he got a giant pet when he changed his religion. I knew it was going to be giant pet next.
You did say that.
It specifically said.
I flick
He said.
I flick Birdman on his nose.
What, you dropping me?
Yeah, so I claps with everybody on. Can I claps?
Yeah.
Can I purposefully claps?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get off him and just walk by.
Are you
Yeah.
still like? You're still on rooftops at the moment, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you could try and make a jump and then just collapse into some alleyways, or you could drop before you fall on, before you jump across a roof,
Yeah, so I'll do that.
and then everyone just falls off.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh!
You're still on top of the roof, then.
Well, make like a falling off me sound.
Yeah. What's his fucking name? Cockadoodle Don't calls back from. He's basically. You're following him to. It's one of the many town squares in this like conurbation, and you can sort of hear a rabble, and he calls back. And says, "I think we've found the culprit." Did you tell him that it was a rabbit, a giant rabbit?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you could share this information now. So it appears it is a were-rabbit. Do you know anything about this cult? I've been following this cult. This is why I'm here.
A cult, you say?
Yes, a
You
cult.
go on.
It is called the...
I'm looking at you guys like furiously.
Like, what have we got ourselves into?
the Funkadelic something.
It's nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us.
Ah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, what a load off.
The Funkadelic Christ Boys is what I'm going to call it. It is a cult. I've been following a cult called the Funkadelic Christ Boys. Are you aware?
No,
Yeah.
we have no ties to them at all.
Well, we're
Didn't
not
they have
tied to
anything to do with that black Jesus?
They sound like funky guys.
Yes, the King of Funk.
the King of Funk. Yes, we don't know him. We have never tried to help him ever.
No, we
That's not what you were saying earlier, everyone.
You want that team or what?
I'm just confused.
There's currently a crowd gathering around the bank, and it looks like total carnage. Well, there's not a crowd gathering so much as like when there's a gunfight in like Wild West. There's people watching, but also cowering. So that's what's going on in the scene. You can assume that the giant were-rabbit has broken into the bank.
Right.
It's trying to rob the bank.
I've got an idea, guys. I think we might be able to come out of this with a bit of gold in our back pockets.
Okay.
And we can ask for a reward if we take this rabbit down.
There are a bunch of guards trying to keep the peasants out of the bank at the moment.
We need to cause a distraction.
Like they're just doing
Distraction,
damage
you say?
control.
Yes.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking Bim could help us out here.
You know that I am.
Well, he
One,
could.
two,
Or we could.
three,
Christian
fire.
Bible off.
Christian Bible off. Okay, so we need to get into that church. But these guards are going to try and keep us back. In fact, we could just see what they do if we asked to be let in as monster hunters.
Yeah, Cockle-Doodle is down for that.
Yeah. Let's just see what they say.
Why not?
So we approach the guards and
I'm still going to dress up like what a monster hunter would look like.
I'm going to just sort of hang back and push my glasses potentially up my nose and let Cockle-Doodle don't do the talking.
So, I guess he's gonna. There's like a decent semicircle of guards. He approaches someone who looks like they're in control. It says, "I don't suppose you are. You've seen a were-rabbit around here." And the guy is like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" We're just. If someone's broken into the bank, we're just trying to keep these fucking poor people out of the bank. Because basically, if anyone can get in there, my head's on the block.
I don't like the sound of people being called poor people like that.
Well, I don't,
Yeah,
I don't
you
like
are.
the
I'm
sound.
really offended by that.
Doesn't
because
sit
that's who I
right
am.
with me at all.
I don't like the sound of a guillotine going through my head and my head hitting the fucking floor of wherever the guillotine is.
Listen,
You've got to value the lives
the
of poor
guillotine's
people.
too good for you capitalist pigs. I was raised in the gutter
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the poor
was I.
people.
So, was
So
I.
out of our way and we'll deal with this problem.
I came from nothing.
Oh, the problem with the were-rabbit, you mean?
The problem of going into the bank.
It sounds like a ruse to just get in and loot the place, frankly.
Well, you
I'm
sound like
gonna,
a ruse.
More than my job's worth.
Can I use enthrall?
Yeah?
So I'm going to use enthrall.
A new spell.
New spell.
It's like on Digimon when he evolves for the first time.
Move aside. Yeah, yeah.
It's like a whole montage
When
you use the spell.
the episode is based around Digivolution.
Yeah. Like you get to a point where you've got to. It's like a
Yeah.
risk and reward sort of thing.
Ah, you know the episode's going to be about this. They're going to use this in the episode.
Alright, so what are you saying?
I'm going to go up and use my because Birdman comes from a posh family. I'm going to sort of switch up my dialect a little bit and be like, "Hello, sir. You mistake us. You mistake us for common poor people. We're not commoners. We're an entourage of
Philanthropists.
travelling philanthropists. You might recognise the name, and I say Harold Birdman, and that's Birdman's father's name. Oh,
Hold on.
I narrow my eyes.
Are you going with like a persuasion
And
on
Bim
that?
narrows his eyes. He's dead though.
hey, it's just a ruse. I'm just using my enthrall skill. It's all a ruse.
Well, there's multiple things happening at once because that's sort of a charm as well.
Okay.
I guess
Charisma plus 6.
he has an ask around and he says, "Is that Harold Birdman of the something Birdmans?" I don't remember.
The Birdman estate.
That's the exact one.
He's one of those rich bird folk, right?
That's
He looks you
right.
up and down. It's like you like one of them rich bird folk as well.
My eyes.
Friend
are
of
bleeding
yours?
Did he give it away?
It's the clothes, really.
You see what's Birdman's now
I wish I could afford anything close to that, frankly.
out. Everyone's narrowing. We're all
I am
narrowing
but a
our eyes at
stooge.
Birdman.
Yeah. Birdman's kind of reading the room and going, and at the risk of fucking this up completely.
What?
Is Birdman going to fuck this up completely?
Oh.
Just at the cost of proving that he's just working class like everybody else?
Are you saying that Harold Birdman has sent you here to deal with this problem?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy. Give you another roll on that.
We're all rich.
I'll say he goes. He's going to come in. They can't come in with you. They've got to keep the public out.
Don't worry, it's fine. I've done this many times before.
So what you're going to do is go in there and kill this were-rabbit.
Yep, that's what we're here for.
What I expect to see the head of this were-rabbit.
We'll bring you the head, as long as we can keep the body.
Okay.
Big stew.
I mean, it'd be nice if we could all be included in that giant stew.
I'll think about it. Okay.
All right. Well, in you go then.
Not common trash like you particularly.
Hey, come on, I'm just trying to do my job, man.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Hey,
Come on, everybody.
Don't give me this left-wing rhetoric, man. I'm not a Nazi. I'm just a poor man from a poor family.
That's exactly what a Nazi might say.
I was hoping you'd
Beardman
continue the
floats
song.
in.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah.
I picked up on that, but my brain stopped working also.
Well, no, I'm not going to continue the song because I don't know it, because that's what the kind of music I listen to.
Well, whatever, man.
You're not going to spare this life of this monstrosity.
I'm just sparing my life from this monstrosity. And then you hear from nowhere. Yeah, you don't know where that comes from. Maybe it's like part of the crowd. The crowd are joining in and they're now singing a song that you hate, which could be an indicator to move along.
Yeah. Let's go in, everybody.
Good.
And just on the up and up, everybody. I don't even know who Harold Birdman is.
I narrow my eyes, but look at the other two and sort of like...
Sweat trickles down Birdman's brow.
Good spellcraft, Birdman.
I
You
like
got us
it.
in there.
Yeah, I
That
did.
was really cool of you.
That was a whole. That was all just a thing, like a lie.
Bim picks his
All
teeth and
lie.
goes, yeah. Really cool, man. Really cool, Birdman.
He flicks a coin up.
Sparks a lighter.
I don't remember Risky's insight. I'm pretty sure everyone is believing Birdman on
Yeah.
that, pretty much.
We all want to believe Birdman's that help.
Whiff, in particular, is very... Whiff basically believes every single thing Birdman just said without really questioning it. As in, like, obviously you're not related to Harold Birdman, because look at you.
He must be poor.
And Whiff doesn't elaborate on that. He just makes an insulting backhanded sort of agreement. Yeah.
Literal backhand.
No. No.
You guys stop me before doing it.
Yeah. Us three and Bim grab your hand and go, no.
Just don't do it.
You'll kill him.
And Cockadoodle don't, and Flash also don't really seem to give a shit either way. So whatever, man. You could be
That's the main thing.
related to Harold Birdman or not. I don't think either of them care.
Flash is a little preppy boy anyway.
Flash knows he is.
Yeah, Flash is into
Yeah,
it.
he does.
Don't care.
Yeah.
I'm rich and I know I am. I do not have to pretend like whatever is going on here. This insecure pile of feathers.
Hey, I'm not rich. Shut up, Flash.
Pardonnez-moi.
I'm
Flash struts off with his
thumbing
giant boots.
I'm wearing like fingerless gloves and I'm thumbing an old decrepit picture of my mother. Remembering the poor times when we had to eat red spaghetti, red pasta for every meal.
While somber violin music plays in the background.
I'm doing a sort of Les Miserables with it.
It might help if you go musical in terms of what's going on in this episode.
Yeah, so I'm going to paint myself out as this like poor, man of the people sort of thing in this episode.
Yeah.
Okay. So you went to the lobby of the bank, and it's a bit like Gringotts. They've got all those like old school bank tellers up and down the main hall. Obviously, anyone who's still in there has ran off to hide.
Okay.
So you're in an area that's like, it's very fancy looking, but it's also recently been trashed. Hold on. Oh, fuck.
We've got the ability to make smells, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. Make what?
Smells.
Smells. Yeah, I think so.
I can make my own smells.
I'll just let you know you're in the lobby, and it's up to you to see how to progress.
Okay.
And you can hear distant noise, and there's still carnage occurring in the bank.
Those are like different floors, but like balconies, so we can see the floors.
Yeah.
Oh, we should take a floor each.
Floor each?
Yeah. Or we could do two. We could do twos, or we could. Yeah,
Well, you've got a ground floor. You've got a second floor. Then there's like a small floor up there, and then there's like a whole bit in the back.
the vaults.
Yeah, and there's you can count on there being a basement.
Then
Where the
Birdman downs another drink from out of his little satchel and goes, "I am the hero," and runs off in a direction.
Which one are you aiming for?
What have we got?
You've got ground floor, second floor. There's like a third floor with like a sort of like a giant sunroof. Then there's the basement.
I'm going to take the sunroof floor if that's okay with everybody else.
Are you going to fly or
Yeah.
run?
I was going to fly.
Yeah, because
Then you can just fly straight up there.
Yeah. Is
Uh,
that cool with everyone else though?
then I'll take.
I mean, you can just do it. Fuck everyone else.
Okay, great. Yeah, yeah.
Birdman's had a drink.
I'll take the second floor so I can climb up the side of the wall and go.
Yeah, you nail that. That's a natural 20. You,
Okay.
you scramble up there like a spider.
I turned.
You know, like the mummies on the Mummy Returns.
Yeah,
That's what I was doing.
I turned to Faith, give her a sweeping bow, and say, "After you, my lady."
Why, thank you, Risky.
But I'm holding back because that's what I do.
Because you're a coward.
Yeah, but I'm charming about it.
Well, I'm going to go explore the basement then.
All right. And Risky's going to bum around on the ground floor.
I'm going to see what I can pilfer, look around. Yeah.
All right. Cockadoodle Don't is going to join Birdman on the top floor.
Yeah, please, dude.
Flash is going to join with... Yeah, in fact, Flash is going to... He's not going to climb up with his bare hands. He's going to get his crossbow out.
He's going to go up with his human hand.
No, he's going to use his grappling hook on his crossbow and then climb up with that. And he's just going to join with. You two are currently on the same floor until you find the basement.
Yeah.
So basically everyone's in pairs.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with Birdman on the top floor.
We've got spears.
This is
yeah.
basically like
Oh, shit.
it's sort of like an archive area.
Your acrobatics.
You know, for like all the admin and all the papers and just
Yeah.
keeping track of the activities of the bank. So it's worth a lot to the bank, I suppose, but it's not money.
Worth a lot to the bank, eh? I got anything you can burn anything with. Birdman's just gonna start pulling out a lighter and start lighting. But I'm gonna look around first. What can I see?
Lots of scrolls and paper, some books on like financial theory. There's like a bit of a library up there. It's like an area for clerks.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Then
Lots of scholarship.
I'm gonna start reading bits whilst also just sort of burning pages whilst I'm reading and going.
Are you doing that sneakily or just brazenly?
Just quite brazenly.
All right, Cockadoodle Don't. I need to decide what his politics are.
We'll be a man of purity, and
I start doing that.
Not
You take this,
greed.
Dad.
he's not a man of material wealth.
I suppose Cockadoodle Don't just looks at what you're doing. He understands what you're doing and is sort of like, whatever. This isn't really my fight, and frankly, this is a place of sin.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So take that.
frankly, this is a place of sin. So, do not get too carried away. Set fire to everything when we are good to leave. Let me make sure there is nobody here who will burn to death.
Yeah, let's
You
just
tell me what
mad
to
Christian.
set fire to, rooster.
He steps closer to you and sort of, he's a big Chad of a rooster. And he's sort of like, yes, I am telling you not to set fire to everything while there are people inside. Do you understand?
I'm gonna put you down, but it's not because you told me to.
Feel free to
Child
Prepare.
Rooster versus
prepare
Virgin
to set
Birdman.
fire to everything. But we must check this floor.
I'll do that, but that's not because you told me to do it. That's because I came to the conclusion to do that.
He slaps you on the back and says, whatever you say. Now, let's go and see if we can find any survivors. I'll help
take
them.
another hit of a drink. yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I guess there's a couple of rooms around. Let's just have a look. Yeah, you find some people up there. What race are they? Dwarves, I guess. You find some dwarves. And
Some
they're
dwarves.
yes,
Okay.
some
Mountain dwarves.
dwarven bankers.
The worst kind of.
Look
dwarf.
at these dwarven bankers.
Well, they're not like stockbrokers. They're more like just clerks. You know, like bank managers.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
admin staff.
Then I have to bring him. Hey, oh, look at it. If it isn't the man, why should we be saving you guys?
Hold on, let me just get a voice for one of these guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, you find like a
You got the ashtray over there.
you find them cowering under desks. There turns out to be a lot of them just like hiding,
Yeah.
and they're like,
Thank you.
please don't kill us. Oh, you're not that rabbit. Hold
Give me
on.
one good reason to,
To kill us?
not to kill you.
We haven't done anything to you.
Listen, we're heroes, buddy. We're here to save the day. But why should we be saving your lives? What is it to us?
I'm not asking you to save my life so much as not take it.
Okay, what's the scoop here, buddy? What's going on?
Is it safe for us to leave?
Probably not at all.
Oh.
Not as long as we're here, I say to them, and sort of nudge the rooster.
He nudges you back hard,
Ow!
as if to say, wind your neck in.
What's your neck?
These bird boys.
Bird brains.
What we like.
Bird boy.
I'm not really sure what they want to do,
Couple of
actually.
featherheads.
Is
That's
there
racist.
is there like
No
a
idea.
fire escape, maybe? Maybe let's say there is a fire escape.
Yeah.
If is there a fire escape for you to escape, because there's nothing on this top floor. If you could get out on this floor and leave, you are all good to go. Well, yes, there is a fire escape just over there. And he shepherds them all out. And Birdman, you can set fire to whatever you like now.
Great. Then I'm going to use I'm going to use message.
Okay.
Can I use message?
Yeah.
And contact. So is it you two?
We're on the,
Or-
the ground
Yeah,
floor.
you're on the
yeah.
ground floor.
Then I'll contact you guys, and just give you a heads up that there's going to be a fire. Booban's not yet pissed enough to not let you guys know, but I'm going to start setting fire to things, and I am going to start doing that.
Okay.
I'd say it's the second wheel goes. Good, this whole place reeks of dwarven banker.
Burn it to the ground.
Burn it to the
man.
ground,
There are a
yes.
few dwarven bankers up here, I say, and I've realised the message has cut off. There are a few dwarven bankers up here. Alright, guys?
If there's any race that Risky hates the most, it's dwarven bankers. Rich dwarves.
All right.
Worst of them all.
While
Well,
Cockadoodle
bastards.
Cockadoodle Don't is shepherding those guys down a fire exit, he will come back to. I guess he'll be back in a minute. I say Birdman is setting fire to the entire top floor. Wow, how are you doing that?
Why?
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm saying that was me, but Risky be like, yeah.
Birdman has been has a lot of his insecurities put to the test, and the way he deals with that is probably by being destructive.
Acting out.
So yeah, acting out like
Acting.
a kid, a little acting out kid.
Yeah, but I mean specifically what are you using to set fire?
I'm sort of like
Just with a lighter?
statically with a lighter, sort of using other bits of boots as kindling. I'm setting a light to things and ripping things and drinking and smoking.
Spitting.
yeah, spitting a lot.
Bird spitting.
Big weird bird tongue.
I guess as you're doing that, Cockadoodle Don't kind of throws. He sort of squirts a water skin at the lighter,
Cheers.
and it's like a bunch of flammable alcohol. Just sets fire to an entire bookcase full of scrolls.
I sort of give
It's
him
like,
a gesture as if to say, like, my guy.
Yes,
Mind you.
everybody's gone. Let's boogie. We'll catch up with Whiff and Flash on the second floor.
Okay.
Are
So I'm just sort of like looking around, just sort of investigating.
you looking for anything in particular?
Any sort of markings, any sort of sign of damage, or any
Oh, for like the
rabbit
beast.
droppings? I'll be happily eat one.
Thanks, dude. I'm gonna ring.
There is nothing, no sign of it up here.
Okay.
What there is, you come across a bunch of dudes in very colourful robes.
Like dark.
All colours.
Okay.
Like
Technicolor
super.
dream coats.
Yeah, they're all wearing Technicolor dream coats.
Oh. I look at them and say, I've got to get me one of those.
They look bloody brilliant, I
They-
tell you what.
they startle at that. They hear Whiff say
They
that.
look great last night.
Okay.
Flash is hidden. He's hidden like in some part of the furniture. But a bunch of these dudes, they look like culty types,
Okay.
but funky.
Culty.
And
Funky culty tax.
I need,
Culty.
I need to have a look.
Culty.
They're basically doing like crowd control on a bunch of dwarven bankers, and then also
But they look like Parliament, kind of,
Sort
you know
of.
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
P-Funk.
So there's a guy who looks a bit like George Clinton standing at the front of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so we can get a good mental picture
That's
of
right,
what he looks
man.
like.
One of them, yeah, the guy who hears you turns round and just shoots snakes from his hands.
Oh shit.
Because
Oh,
you've
shit.
startled him, and he just shoots snakes at you.
Hey, can I block those?
I'll give you a dex save,
Okay.
which is 11 plus.
Some guy's shooting snakes at me.
It'll be the first time, eh, Whiff?
Oh, there's Whiff.
That's what Risky said
As this is going on.
Die!
It'll be the first time,
I would say you hit with all of them.
Okay.
There's like 3 snakes.
9 comments to you.
I suppose if you try and block them, they all get stuck in your arm.
Sure. Okay.
Just 2 elves
And
together.
you take 10 damage.
Elving it up in here.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's the most elvish I've ever been.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt so elvish in my life.
I've never, I haven't. I've never been best elf before.
I should maybe heal with.
Yeah, I'm fucking dying, man.
So those cultists threw snakes at you?
Yeah, a couple of dudes with nets, sort of. They step up and calm the dude,
Okay.
and they're like, "John, be calm. Who the fuck is this guy? Don't just throw snakes at people. You there, green boy, man.
I'm really very faint.
Don't be such a."
A galoot.
Where's your moxie, son?
Yeah, where's your Moxie? In fact, this guy should have a voice. For I am Peter, and here is James. We are but fishermen. Who are you, traveller?
Sounds just like
I am.
Matt Barry.
I am with Chestnut.
And what are you doing sneaking around here?
Well, we heard word that there was a giant were-rabbit causing carnage around here, so we've each taken a floor to look around and see where it is.
Ha! You would be correct. What do you wish to do to this were-rabbit?
Well, what are we going to do to it? Are we going to kill it, or are we going to...
We're not with
I
you.
suppose
Whiff.
you're only...
Yeah, I'm talking to...
You're with Flash.
I'm talking to Cockle-Doodle Dome.
You're with Flash, not Cock-a-Doodle
Flash,
Dome.
sorry.
Flash is, I suppose Flash steps up and says, "Suppose we aim to kill this beast." That is the wrong accent.
Suppose we aim to kill this beast.
I am Francais. Suppose we aim to slay this beast. Then, what would you say to this? I've forgotten how to do that voice again. We would rather you didn't kill that beast, because we are robbing the bank.
Hey, we'll take. No,
What?
wait, man.
I will say,
Oh, yeah.
you can see at least 4 of these dudes, and you can hear other dudes around.
Okay.
There's like a whole bunch of dudes.
So, could this sort of like set him off? Well, because they're obviously like robbing the place. Could this be like push Riff over the edge where he'll like want to rage because he's encountered more people who are sinning?
They also
I've had it
remind,
up to here.
they might remind you of your lord that we tried to save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could ask them that if they're
They
Christians.
dress similarly from what I've heard.
Yeah. So I flip out and I go,
Flapjack.
have you heard
Yeah.
the word of Jesus Christ?
You flip out and say that.
Yeah.
Have you heard the word?
Like,
Have you heard the word of Jesus Christ?
It's like,
Surely you don't mean Black Jesus, the King of Funk, for he is our Lord and Saviour. I would watch that.
Yeah.
yeah. Do you know where he is?
He has become the Were-Rabbit.
Oh.
we don't know that.
Oh shit.
Only Whiff knows that.
Oak's voice rang.
We,
Whiskey.
my
Do not know this.
my comrades and
Kill
I,
people.
relax, green friend. My comrades and I are here to take down this bank, raze it to the ground, for they are evil men, dwarves even. What say you to this?
I don't want to. If it's Black Jesus, I don't want to kill him. That's the last thing I want to do. I've got to warn the guys.
He has made this sacrifice for us.
But no, I'm not having that.
We,
Not having it.
all we want to do is rob the bank, then we will take him down. Somehow. We haven't thought that far ahead. We are but men, after all. And he approaches
I'm
and
gonna
slaps
play
you on the arm and says, "You are very strong."
Ah, yeah, I am. But I'm very conflicted because I feel like I will be going to fight this rabbit, but at the same time I know I'll be killing my saviour. So
I'm good.
I feel like I'm very divided at this point.
Do you mean to say you too are a disciple of the King of Funk?
Yes, yes I am. I grab him by his neck. I was like, "Do you know what I've been through?"
I do not. Unhand me, or my comrades will cut you down.
I sort of lower him like
Thank you.
like placing him on the ground like a...
Thank you. We have an accord.
Yeah. Yes, we have an accord.
Now, are we on the same page?
I sort of pat him on the back and go, "Yeah, I guess we're on the same page."
Honestly, I totally forgot how all of this was supposed to go. So I apologise if this just falls apart.
It's okay.
We'll take it somewhere.
Yeah. Just give us the goods.
Yeah. We'll rob it if we need to.
These guys. Oh, I'm gonna leave you guys there for a minute. Catch up with you guys. I suppose you're looking around the ground floor.
I'm also thrilled to be having some elven time with an elf for the first time in my life, but I'm sort of like enthusiastically just hiding that by going, "Isn't this great? Me and you have got spears together. We're stabbing piles of books. So I'm stabbing piles of books and money and stuff." No, I'm sure if we work together with our spears and our elven wits, we'll be able to find the entrance to that basement for you. And you can go ahead down there.
Yes.
So
So let's go find the basement.
I'm stabbing piles of books and moving stuff away with my spear to try and find an entrance.
There are dwarves like hiding from you as well. They're like cowering,
Yeah, I can smell the dwarves.
Ah.
Yeah,
and they can smell you.
yeah, they sure can. Because I haven't washed since episode 1.
It's 84!
Yeah, I turned to Sycamore and say, "Do you smell that?"
There does seem to be some funk in the air.
Man flesh.
It sure does. Smells like swarthy dwarven wealth hoarders to me.
You can hear
Honestly say I've never encountered a dwarf up till today, but I can sense
dwarven
something
trembling.
light in the air.
Dwarven trembling increases.
Yeah, so I know they're there.
Yeah, you both sense it.
Okay. there behind the pile of books, and I dash the pile of books aside to reveal a trembling dwarf.
How many are there?
There is at least one trembling dwarf there, like hidden in that pile of books.
Right.
You can. The room is essentially vibrating with the trembles of various dwarves. They're hidden all around.
Hiding under piles of books.
They're all
Yeah.
like hiding in different
Yeah,
nooks
you
and
can-
crannies,
they-
making the room lightly vibrate.
Yeah, you can hear the you can hear like the soft ripple of pages as if they're stirred by the wind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I laugh and I just say, "Come out, you cowards!"
Uh,
Just
the,
get this
one,
over with.
the one that you've uncovered says, "Please don't hurt me." He cries.
Why would we want to hurt you?
Because I am but a
Just a
small dwarf, and you are so majestic and powerful. Please don't hurt me.
We are majestic and powerful. The
This is
dwarf is
true.
right.
He is not wrong.
Yes,
However-
we elves are superior, aren't we?
However, he is also a dwarf.
He falls
What
at
should
your
we
feet.
do?
I get my spear. I go behind him, get my spear. I spear through the back of his collar, and I lift him off the ground. And he's like this. And I just start going. I'm going to do this until all the gold stolen from my people falls out of your grimy little pockets. I'm just doing that like maniacally.
I'm going to say you've killed him instantly. He slowly slides down the spear as you shake him.
I'm looking at Sycamore like, yes, this is great, right? This is really good.
I am in so much shock that I simply laugh at the absurdity of this image.
I cast off his body into a corner, into another pile of books, hopefully uncovering some more dwarves.
Well, yeah. The other thing, what you noticed before that is pools of liquid just coming out of piles of books.
Okay. I wonder, is this ink? Mysterious ink.
I sweep a finger through it. Look at it and go, I know that taste anywhere. That's dwarven piss.
So not only are these dwarves hoarding wealth, they're pissing in
They're
books.
hoarding urine. Probably urine stolen from your people, Sycamore.
God damn.
The guy whose piss you just drank jumps out and he seems...
What?
He bursts out of the books
Resty has killed a dwarf.
and he seems ready to fight. In fact, he's going to punch you square in the bollocks.
He's going to punch me in the bollocks.
Yep,
Go for it.
that's a 19.
I fall to my spindly knees
Oh, no.
in agony.
He's-
Bim also falls to his knees in agony in midair.
being a dwarf, he's probably got like a +2 strength modifier, so you take 3 damage off that. Being hit in the nuts. And then he's going to run.
Can I attempt to catch this dwarf with my spear and kick him in the face?
When you say catch him with your spear, how do you mean?
I mean, like he's running away and I throw it in the direction he's going in, so that it lands where he's running.
So he runs into it like a rake.
Yeah, kind of.
Comically. Like,
Yes.
you sideshow Bobs.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's fucking... You pretty much nailed that. He bounces off that.
Okay.
He's on the deck with birds around his head.
I misty step towards him, I grab him by his ornate dwarven necklace like that, and rip it off.
Does it like
Yeah, let's
slice
assume
through his
that
neck?
works.
Well, we'll see. I'll just grab it there.
It'll break off. But I guess, what do you want to do with him then?
I don't know, do you want to rough this guy up a bit? He did just kick you in the balls. Or
I,
headbutt you in the balls.
I refuse to touch him because I won't get my hands dirty, so I just spit on him. Like, this is our chance, Sycamore. We can take revenge on these people for what they did to us.
The rest of the dwarves realise that you're not going to leave them alone.
Because I've killed that dwarf,
And
I'm going
they-
to get a health bonus.
That one, yeah, how much is that? Like,
Let's just say I got... When you give me 3 damage, let's say it didn't do 3, it did less than that, just to balance things out. But
You
Bim's
get-
also getting a bit glowy.
you do get more than 3. You get like... Ben was killed
Oh yeah, sorry.
earlier.
Was he?
Yeah.
What happened?
Dead.
Yeah, Cockadoodle, don't shot him.
Pissed on his hand.
Dropped him to death.
A lot of pee in this episode.
Yeah, there is.
This week's special theme is Piss.
The ground floor is flooded with dwarven piss right now.
God, it's so horrible.
Okay,
Oh, that's scared of us.
A room full of scared dwarves.
I will explain to you, Sycamore, that I hate dwarves more
Because
than
they're so
possibly
scared.
you do.
Like a philosophical.
So if
I
you
mean, I feel this.
okay, cool.
I feel
all the
a
dwarves,
sense of hatred.
all the dwarves have like jumped out of hiding, and they've got you know that scene in Monty Python and the Meaning of Life, right at the beginning, where they turn all the office equipment into
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
weapons.
Yeah, they look like that.
They're doing that with like big chunky books and
Staplers.
Like bits of stationery.
yeah, like rulers and shit. And they formed a phalanx, and they're approaching you.
Is that so?
Yeah, they're gonna try and force their way out
Okay.
because
well,
they're like, we've had enough of this. Let's fucking get out of here before he just pisses on us or whatever. There's a lot of piss going on right now.
I'm going to use green flame blade on them.
Risky's just fucking going postal.
Leveling all these dwarves.
Wait a minute, how does that?
You can or can't join in. It's up to you.
I will join in. Why the fuck not?
It's an elf frenzy.
Fuck these people.
I have to say that as elves, we have to reveal our legs when we're doing the killing. That's just a thing we do.
Sorry, say that
My
again.
mother always told me that us elves reveal our shiny legs when we do killing. Isn't that so?
Yes,
Are you just humouring him, or is that true?
I'm just humouring him. He's in a bit of a frenzy right now, you know.
Yeah. Don't fuck with his vibe.
You know, I kind of want to get a bit more insight as to his hatred for the dwarves, but right now is not the time. So
Just going in on these dwarves.
let's get in. Let's go with
Right,
the
so you make
stabbing.
you make a melee attack.
Yeah.
That hits.
So I've got this sword of green fire. It's just like.
Do one of them.
I'll use my longsword in this battle.
So that's like 7 damage plus.
Kill everyone.
Let's say that dwarven piss is fire.
What does that say about us? I think we've made some friends recently, haven't we? And we've got some.
We're about to make friends with the cult of fog, are we?
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah. That's fine then. Keep killing.
That demon was a friend too.
Yeah.
We gotta keep killing. We gotta have that good ratio of killing and making friends.
Our friends are a demon, a cult.
A cult and another cult.
What does that say about us?
But one cult wears technically a dream coat, so
That's
I'm cool.
Yeah,
You know.
as long as the fashion's groovy, then I'm all coolie.
You've
That
cut
always rhymes.
you've cut one dwarf clean in half,
sick.
and the other one is. Well, that's not a good roll, is it? It's 2 plus 8. Yeah, 10. I'm going to say you've cut one in half, and then like a flame blade has just come out of him and cut another one in half. And I guess you've cut the phalanx in 2, but there are a lot of dwarves.
Yeah, I'm fully healed now, and I'm like, either you guys give up all the gold in this bank, or that happens to the rest of you. And I'm like intimidated.
I'm standing there with my longsword, like. Don't want to mess with those elves.
Yeah, I'm going to say that works. That intimidation works, and they hold on to their weapons, but they say if we lead you to the vault, in fact, if we lead you to the vault and give you the money, will you fuck off?
I look at Sycamore and be like, of course.
Yes, of course.
I don't know what their insight's going to be, but they don't believe you on a 15.
No,
They're like, what was that? What was that look? That looks shifty as fuck.
Nothing, show us the way. I'm charming this time.
So,
What's
I'm
your...
giving a Richard Gere smile.
They seem suspicious of you, but they're like,
Terrified as well.
yeah, they're sort of, one of them's leading the way and the rest of them are like maintaining a phalanx and just staring you down. Just like, yeah, this way.
Okay.
You guys hear all of that noise,
Oh.
so you can rush to the balcony and see what's going on there.
yeah.
That's
So
me on
is
the
it-
balcony.
You see everything that was just happening there.
It's with Flash, me, and
Yeah,
what's the Lucy's name again?
cockadoodle don't.
Doodle don't. Yeah.
CD.
I forgot about that guy.
I'm still holding Book's light in with a lighter.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. The entire top floor is probably on fire by this point.
Yeah.
Soon
Great.
to be the bottom floor too.
And I'm just panicking.
Hey,
You're in the middle of this fire.
everybody started fires. Hey, Whiff, we started a fire. We're gonna burn this place to the ground, Whiff.
This
Are you
whole
guys
place.
going to swing down onto the second floor and then deal with what's going on here?
Yeah.
Because you were then faced with this whole gang of disciples, and they're just like, "Have you set fire to the? Did you set fire to the upper floor?
Yeah.
My man!" They have been. I'm not sure what they want to do with these dwarves. I think they've been like tying them up, and they want to take them hostage.
Great.
So
That sounds good to me.
You guys have killed.
What are you gonna get for them? What's the plan?
we plan to use them as political leverage.
That sounds great to me too. I don't understand his words, but we should do it.
Wait,
sounds
think
like
about
some fuckery.
the implications of this. You know, it's.
Don't listen to this guy. He's full of shit. What
Let
you
the
listen to
green
me?
man speak. Green man, speak.
Think about it. It's the
What?
wrong thing. It's going against all the principles of my faith.
Could you outline those principles in, say, 10 points or so?
Don't even know anything.
In which case, green friend, you are a friend to the cause. But get your shit together before you challenge me.
Disciple.
I go up to him and I go in.
My name is Peter.
I go in, thank you, and I gave him a pat on the back and a kiss on the nose.
Thank you, green friend. I assume that is how you say hello in your language. In your culture, rather.
I turn away and say, "That's how I used to say hello to my lovers."
He thinks about all the muscly lovers he's had in the past.
Good montage.
And he flash up in behind him.
Peter the fisherman does not
Like
hear
each
you
one of them
say
gets
that.
something else.
The montage of like
Whilst like,
erotica.
Piano music playing is nice. You know what I mean?
It's just a montage of half orc erotica.
Like in a baroque setting.
Yeah.
Smooth
Whiff-
jazz
Whiff
in the
on doing
background.
Or like
his boudoir.
an Elton John ballad plays over it.
LT baby.
Gotta go again. I'll see you someday, baby. I don't know when.
It's like sepia shots of him undoing his top button.
Him doing top bottom and eating him.
That dwarven bro from the gym that time who's just going like this.
Feeling each other's arms and things. Someday, baby.
Right, a bunch of these dudes are gonna round up a bunch of dwarven hostages. I don't know how they expect to get out. I think they're gonna be managing them. But they're ready to move.
Okay.
One of them, trying to decide which one should jump out and say. Just give me a minute.
I want to suck your blood.
I want to suck your body. Do you mean blood? Yes.
A particularly angry-looking disciple runs up and says, "Right, we got all the dwarves. Like, fucking, let's go see where Jesus is and kill him." Right?
Wait.
You want to
Back
kill
the
your
fuck
lord?
Kill him.
Yeah, well, he's not our Lord anymore, is he?
Wait. What do you
Genius.
mean?
Are you even on the same level? He's shouting down at you over the balcony.
No, I've missed the whole conversation up there.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm so confused right now.
Who's that prick? Where are they going?
Prick!
I'm angry.
Hey, whoa. Beer man goes over a joint in his hand and goes, "Hey, whoa, brother. You gotta calm it down. You gotta take it easy, okay? Listen. Why are we killing the Lord?
Because he gave his life so that we could rob this bank.
He turned himself into
It's
a
for a
rabbit.
cause. We destroy this bank.
He's the rabbit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so what do we get if we kill the rabbit again?
It's like an Easter thing. It's like a Jesus cross story thing.
So-
I know what Easter is. Whiff.
Stop banging on about
I'm
it.
sorry to see an idea here for me. We could possibly kill the rabbit, get the reward, and rob the bank.
Yeah, we should take everything. Even if that means killing someone.
And those coats of
again.
yours.
I'm going to assume you guys have all met on the stairwell at this point.
Yeah.
I
It's
assume I was
like
just
a-
shouting up to these guys.
Because you guys are on the way to the basement,
Yeah,
which turns out wasn't difficult to find because there's giant paw prints leading down there and just a trail of destruction as the rabbit had to like force its way through holes that are too small.
Oh, we could have gone this.
We just got caught up in the thrill of big elves.
Yeah, you were
The thrill of killing dwarves.
mass murdering
The thrill of killing.
dwarves.
Like they used to mass murder our people.
That's fucked.
I suppose.
You may think this is fucked up, but let's not remind everyone that the dwarves have kidnapped Sycamore's people and they hold them in the gulag. And my entire city, my whole family, my whole tribe was decimated. I was forced to grow up as a destitute gutter kid,
The
Just like me.
having sex with goblins.
the angry guy,
We should kill these guys.
We should. You're right,
You're right.
Beardman.
Take them all out.
That'd
the
be really
angry
cool.
guy proffers his name badge. He says, "Well, I'm Thaddeus, and I am a nationalist, and I hate these dwarves."
I don't know if I agree with a lot of what Thaddeus' views might be aside from this dwarf thing, but we should kill these dwarves.
Listen, man, you don't come from here. You don't get to tell me what I think about my own country. Wait a minute, I don't
fair
even
enough.
come from here. I'm a human.
I clap him
My
on the
thoughts
back.
are all messed up.
I clap him on the
Point
back.
is,
and
I'm
say-
angry.
I clap him square on the back and say, hey, if you hate dwarves, you're in good company here. We just killed some dwarves for no reason.
He
Apart
says,
from the dwarves.
"Take your hands off me."
I put my other hand on his back. So I'm like S on him now.
Wait, who's back?
Yeah, one on his shoulder, one on his back, so I've sort of got him in a grip, you know what I mean?
Have you persuaded him?
I'm
in
being
a sense.
persuasive.
You seem to have calmed him, and he sort of leans into you, and you. I suppose you feel a tear roll down his cheek and transfer onto yours.
I extend a long tongue and look at him.
He doesn't know what to make of that,
Exactly.
but I think it's just because it's recording. Man.
Safe.
Hold on, let me have a look.
Just imagine the embrace that I've got him in, just like this.
Maybe it started recording again.
Take a little lick.
Because
When
that
his tear
says
falls out, it's good.
58 seconds. I feel like it's been recording this entire time.
Yes. 1 hour.
It might just like...
Okay. Make it different files.
Yeah, it might just be like hour-long files, because this says 1 hour 57,
Okay.
and you were about 4 minutes ahead of us.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
What were we just saying? Oh yeah, you've just you've therapized. That's not really a word, but you've therapized Thaddeus by giving him a hug.
Yeah.
What he really needed was a hug from an older man.
That's what I am.
If
He
I
just weeps softly into you.
I know your pain, brother. I say.
He's inconsolable. He can't really respond at the moment.
I
He's
throw
just
him to the
crying.
floor.
You throw him to the floor. He just stays there, just like weeping.
if I
Another guy stands up and says, "Calm thyself, Thaddeus." He slaps him across the face. "Get yourself together. We have a job to do." He picks him up, shakes him, slaps him again, and Thaddeus returns to his angry demeanour. "Yeah, yes, sir. I'm back. What are we doing?"
We're gonna find the
It's
basement.
a bit edgy.
You're gonna find your Lord and Saviour. We're gonna kill him.
Thaddeus is emotionally damaged.
you know if I
Right, Whiff, we're going to kill the Lord and Saviour.
if I went to stab Thaddeus,
Yeah.
Make sure you choose your words carefully.
what would that mean for us?
It means all of these guys would turn on you.
Yeah, that's so.
This is Whiff's internal monologue.
Yeah.
But remember the blood moon.
Remember the blood moon? Yeah.
Remember when you slapped that baby and you didn't think about the consequences?
I know. So yeah, I'm thinking about the consequences this
The
time.
blood moon.
The gods smile on you.
Becoming Christian has really, really sort of made Whiff think about
Really
what he
mellowed him
No,
out.
the blood moon. I'm thinking is going to come for later.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I'm not going to do anything to
did.
Thaddeus, but I sort of go over to him and give him like a brisk warning.
About what?
Just about, going to kill the Lord and Saviour. And it's just like,
You're just saying it's a bad idea.
yeah. So I
beg of you, don't do this.
Wait till you get a look at him. He'll tear your face off.
Good. I want you to tear my face off.
Well, then that can be arranged before we kill him. I'm sure.
Okay, well at least this
Simon.
thing's getting a bit better.
Simon says, yes, I'm sure our Lord would love to tear your face off.
That's great. That's all I want.
Well then,
Why?
we must away.
I place my hand on with Sean and say, remember your true religion. Wet hoof.
I collapse to the floor.
I didn't mean to do that to you.
No, like in sort of like
Yeah, like your head's split in two by this theological dichotomy. Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
You're torn between two
Opposing theologies.
two theologies.
In Whiff's moment of crisis, I would like to offer a certain olive branch, but in accordance with getting that olive branch, Whiff must try and explain to me why I should heal him.
Because what? Do I need a reason?
Yeah. It's my magic, I don't want to use more magic.
Because I need to do this. I need to find out what my true calling is in life, and if I die before finding that out, then what am I?
That's not the one, Whiff.
Simon
Because-
says,
Again.
Because okay, I go. Because you're the best, Ronald Berman. You're the number one tough guy, and you're a stand-up gent.
And I have a better hat than you do.
Please no.
We're all watching.
yeah, everyone's
Very
watching.
tense.
You
like-
have a nicer hat than me.
What was that?
You have a nice hat than me.
Say it again.
You have a nicer hat than me.
I have a nicer hat than me.
He has a nicer hat than him. He has a nicer hat than him.
Everyone chants.
It's like cultists everything.
Yeah, they're down for a chant whenever.
I
Like,
sort of monologue to myself going, this is the worst day of my life.
You hear that, everybody? This is the
Hey.
worst day of his life, and I have a better hat than he does. You know what, Whiff? I'll heal you as much as I can. I use healing word on Whiff.
Alright, before I roll for that, I just want to say Thaddeus grits his teeth and says, I hate this.
No one
Get
asked
involved,
you.
Thaddeus.
What, he's just pounding a pillow with his fist. Angrily. He doesn't like the wholesome nature of it. Well, that wasn't much wholesome, but he doesn't like the fact that people are getting on.
I throw over what looks like it looks like I'm throwing a stone, but as it sort of careens across the floor, what it is it's a little picture of Birdman. like a headshot.
Yeah.
It's like a headshot of Birdman.
Thaddeus looks at that. He picks it up and just sort of he pockets it.
Wearing a
and,
bonnet.
he pockets it and blows Birdman a kiss. But he tries to make sure no one else sees it.
The mood just suddenly got cheeky in here.
I'm assuming everyone saw it, despite Thaddeus. To be honest, Thaddeus got tunnel vision from the. You know when like you feel like you're the only person in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sort of got that. Birdman. I don't know what Birdman wants to do with that. I think Thaddeus is into it.
Wait,
Birdman just turns away.
hasn't Birdman still got that like invisible bubble thing?
What invisible bubble?
No, they were talking about at the beginning, like that thing that increases invisibility. Like that you said we're gonna throw people off.
I don't think I have that one.
I don't think that was
I've
chosen.
got my invisible little
Visible
I've got that unseen servant thing.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, could you incorporate that into the mix?
I don't think how.
I don't know. Let me just do this healing word. It's going to be a 3rd level. That's
My unseen servant turns me away.
3d4.
Why would you do this to me?
Vulnerability.
Why would you tickle me? It's
Just some
my,
elven hanky-panky.
it's, my greatest weakness. It's being
11.
tickled. Just below.
14.
Just below.
All this dwarf piss has got me fired up.
Me too.
Yeah, after bugs,
Whiff.
the next thing I'm terrified of is being tickled.
Birdman is healed
Being
with
caught off guard
for
like
14 points.
Okay.
Do you want to describe how you do that?
Wait, what's happening?
You've healed with for 14
Oh,
points.
oh, what a
Okay,
roller coaster.
I go.
You just sort of touch him with one finger.
Yeah, like.
E.T. fuck off.
Or key, fuck off.
Thank you, Birdman.
The loud, sort of noble sounding one, whose name is Simon, says, "So, can we away? You will notice I am slightly different in the way that I speak from Peter.
He is slightly different than Peter.
Only slightly.
But just enough.
Just enough.
Can
Show
you
us
do
the
an
way,
impression of
Peter.
perhaps?
Hello, I am Peter. I speak in a very clear way."
Well, bloody hell, it's like he's in the room with us.
Yeah, it really is.
Peter's just there like,
Well, it's a slight difference, but it's like they're two different people.
I'm seeing double.
what I'm trying to do is, it might help if I say that some guy did this voice of his character that was Palladius Diem, and he was just this paladin with like flowing golden hair.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Palladius Diem. Yes,
It works.
yes, there we go. It's got more spice.
Now you sound like a rascal.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I am
rascalous.
a stalwart paladin,
Cad.
and I say we must away to destroy Jesus.
Lead the way. I'm up for killing anyone's lord.
He strolls off in a very bold way.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
Cool.
I'd say to the gang and say, look, I'm all hopped up on dwarf piss. That's how we let these guys take the first wave
Yeah, I think we should definitely create sort of a human shield of
of these
these
guys.
guys.
Yeah.
Just-
Well,
So is anything like obstacle, like in our way on the way down to Black Jesus, or?
We will get to that. What I would
Okay.
like to say is a little kid turns around and says, "You've been drinking dwarf piss." He's got a little slingshot in his back pocket.
I'd place my hand on his shoulder and say, yes, I'm going to drink yours too by the end of the day.
"Oh mate, this guy's a pedo." Fucking
I
pedo.
squeeze his shoulder and just turn him round and push him forward.
I suppose that works.
It's not like I'm not drinking the piss out of the bladders, am I? I'm drinking it. I'm enjoying the fact that they're pissing themselves in fear at us.
He turns round like this.
Yeah, it's like a really, really, really sort of psychopathic enjoyment from it.
Yeah.
I understand.
He flips you off over his shoulder and just runs to join Simon, the paladin sort of dude.
I take a mental note of him.
What, the kid?
Yeah.
His name is James the Younger.
James Deeru.
Did you hear that wrong? I said James the Younger.
Oh, I said Deeru.
James the Younger. For there are two Jameses.
Okay, James the Younger. I remember him.
The bigger one is a fisherman,
Deeru.
but he's like the second fisherman, like a co-pilot.
I've taken a good note of James the Younger.
Yeah, he turns around and says, "Yeah, it's because you're a pedo."
I push my glasses up my nose and bury my head in a tome.
I like that Risky's got glasses now.
Just for today.
I don't know.
I reckon you should keep them. It's funny.
It is very pretentious.
And what time will we be finishing?
I guess you've got to deal with Jesus,
Yeah.
which is pretty much the next thing. I guess we could get this done in like half an hour.
Okay.
Being
Sweet.
fairly liberal about how we do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Liberals.
Boss!
Bunch of Colberts, eh?
Have you got a time limit?
Spears.
Well,
Have you got a time limit?
I'm going to
I've
swing
just
you.
said 10 to it.
10.
You're
We can
gonna
go.
swing me.
We can go all the way up to
Stand
10.
spear, I'm gonna
if you
swing
want.
you.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
support me.
All right, cool.
It's going to look amazing.
So you're heading. I guess you're heading into the vault, and you can hear someone. You can hear a lot of like smashing around, and a bunch of people sort of entreating this beast. And I guess you will just run in. There are about 12 of you. There's a bunch of people like holding. There's a bunch of disciples keeping control of the dwarves that they want to hold hostage.
Okay.
They're just trying to keep things out of the way. the rest of it. You get down there, and there is this guy with a clipboard, and he seems like he's trying to calm Jesus down.
I'm surveying him.
Well, he's saying, please, calm down. We've got a schedule to keep to. And Jesus, like, brings a fucking hammer down. Well, not a hammer, but big rabbit fists. And Andrew, the PR guy, steps back with his clipboard. He's like, fucking hell. This is not going well.
I have to ask, is Rabbit Jesus very hench?
Yeah, he's jacked as fuck. You know how you normally see, like, a werewolf is just an absolute tank?
Yeah.
Like that, but a rabbit. And what he's trying to do, what the current disciples are trying to do is get him to break the vault open with his powerful feet.
Okay.
And I guess they're doing that with like a carrot on a stick.
Okay.
It's not working so far.
Okay.
No.
I've got a suggestion. We should line these dwarves up against the vault door. You'd want to do that. You'd want to kill them.
That's a great idea.
That is a good idea.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Yes.
The
Saves us a job.
2 humans, 1 stone, sorry.
Simon stands forward and
Forget I said the
says,
other one.
"Yes, well, whatever is inside the vault is certainly worth more than these scum."
Brilliant. I like it. Now line up in size order.
There is a problem that the
I
rabbit,
think we should do alphabetical.
Jesus the
I think we should
were
do
rabbit
it based
is
longitudinally away from the nearest Ephesian for the northern.
the were rabbit is right in front of the vault. So you will have to like drag him away. You get him out of the way first. If someone wants to create a distraction
Yes,
for the rabbit,
tell you
I
if you
will.
want to flip me into the air.
Fair
It's
enough.
the
I
end
feel
of
as if
your
it's my
spear.
duty.
hold on a minute.
I've got an
What
idea.
are you saying?
So we're going to do some kind of flipping move.
Yeah.
I'm going to set it up by... Whiff! Get on all fours, quick! I balance my spear like over his back so it's like pivoting like this. And I stand on one end and say, you get on the other one.
So I climb up and stand on the other end
Yeah.
of the spear stick.
And then I jump, leap and flip Faith into the air.
And I do some magical, amazing flips
Is there
in
anything?
order to distract.
Or you could flip over the rabbit or you could try and distract him.
I think I'll distract him so that we can get the dwarves
I
lying
was just
there.
like, wow!
I think you will have to get his
Cool, magic is
attention
great.
before you do that because that was all entirely visual.
I put a magic mouth on Faith and it goes.
I would like to use prestidigitation and make her smell like carrots too.
Yeah.
Good
Okay, so Faith smells like one big carrot.
One
Big carrot.
Flips into the air.
That is flipping through the air and going.
A little mouse
The were rabbit turns.
And he's like, wow, I've never seen a screaming carrot before.
Yeah, all he sees is carrot because maybe his eyesight's not very good. Maybe that's why he likes carrots. He needs to get
Yeah,
the
he needs to
vitamin
get
D.
the vitamin A. from one.
It's vitamin A.
Yeah.
Well, hush my mouth.
Vitamin A.
Vitamin A.
Hey.
Yeah, vitamin A.
Vitamin A.
So,
The Fonz comes out of the wall.
goes back in again.
Just to say, get some of that vitamin A. And then it just...
Yeah, he's like a cuckoo clock.
And he smashes a jukebox and it goes all in his arm and he goes, ah!
Yeah, and then he runs off to the hospital.
Yeah.
It really ruins the magic.
Yeah.
We just breezed past that though.
So the
Never happened.
Jesus the were rabbit is just going to go for Faith immediately.
Right, so he's moving
So-
away.
Yeah, he's just going to chase Faith around. I reckon Faith is definitely faster than him.
I'm very dexterous and I've got me acrobatic skills.
You
so
can
I
just-
can avoid him. I can just go.
Yeah, you can run him around the.
And you know his behaviour because you're an animal expert, so you've got an idea.
That's a good point as well. You
So-
could,
Yeah.
however many. I'm going to turn this into like turns of combat, I guess. You can keep away from him for now. What's everyone else going to do?
I was
for
going to
this turn?
suggest that we make the dwarves get into a human pyramid in front of the door. Smallest to height to largest.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And maybe use,
So that you can get them all in one line.
do prestidigitation and magic mouth again on them.
Yeah. We are carrots! Easy to eat carrots!
Little tiny
Kill
bits.
us!
We are not going to stand in front of a vault while this giant beast kills us.
Well,
Yes,
you
you
are,
are, we're gonna
or
kill
we're
you.
going to kill you in a worse way.
So you might have a standard chance of being alive if you try and run when this happens. But otherwise, or you're going to die.
Like we've gone really serious and stern, and we're like tall, and they're looking down at us. They're looking down at them. We're all dark.
Well, you may say I lack imagination, but I can't think of anything worse than being eviscerated by a giant rabbit.
I grab him by the head and I Eldritch
With
blast into his ears.
Bend over.
With pleasure.
I'm gonna
No!
I'm going to say that just cooks the inside of his head.
And then I
You're
just
not going
toss
to make a
him-
roll
toss
for
him
that.
aside saying, that's what we mean.
Yeah, I think that's going to work. I think they all line up like bowling pins. Is anyone else doing anything while that's happening?
I'm looking at you guys like, did you see that?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I shout from across the room, hey, Resky, that was real cool, man.
I have never felt so accepted.
You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job, buddy. I'm toying with the idea of slapping one with a dueling glove, but I don't okay, then I will.
What, one of the dwarves?
Yeah.
You want to start
As we walk off, I just go.
sidebar?
I want to do something.
He throws his fists up at you.
Yeah.
He's just
I
like.
sort of push my feathers back.
All right, I'm gonna roll initiative for you two.
Dead slim, skinny,
Yeah,
plucked
like-
arms.
Okay,
Like this, like
Birdman's got initiative.
initiative.
Yeah, you've got first turn.
I imagine bird people can do like a kung fu, like they can like use a claw as well.
He did that at one point.
Do I just kill him or do I just try and scare him?
I don't know, Birdman. This was your idea.
Yeah.
That was my
You've got
idea.
to do
freak
it
him
now.
out a
You've
little
got to
bit.
fight him till you draw blood.
He's pretty weak, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was, but I mean, who knows now? You've affected some sort of fighting magic on him,
Oh shit.
and it might get spicier than you expect.
Oh.
After all, it is cinematic dueling gloves.
Then I'll I will,
I will thunder wave him.
I was thinking that, to be honest.
That will hit almost everyone else in the room.
Yeah, that's the other issue. Isn't it? I'm going to use my unseen servant
Yeah.
Yeah.
to hold him back like this, like the equivalent of holding him at arm's length. Like
I wonder if that
He's just
would.
kidding.
I'm just going to sweep him and
He's a dead little guy.
just going to hold his head. Like just hold
He
his
just
head.
kind of turns into an MCP walking into
Yeah.
a dead end.
He's got a really like a stout head.
But he's slightly squashed under the force. It's like holding him like this, like a. Imagine he's like a.
Everyone else
an
just like,
orange.
what
Like a
what's happening to
juicer.
him?
Yeah.
Like he's juicing something.
I guess that does work.
Okay, cool. What? So and I'm
yeah.
gonna kneecap him. Can I do that?
It takes one action to cast Unseen Servant, so
Okay.
no.
Okay.
You've held him in place and you can move. You can probably get out of
Yeah.
range of him.
And do what?
You get out of range of the dwarf.
Yeah.
Like sweep underneath him or something.
I'll while he's being held there, I'll just sort of walk behind him.
He's got to get the first hit.
Alright,
so
you can do that. I don't see how that's going to help.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out the back of his kneecaps. I'm gonna do it different.
His kneecaps explode.
Well,
Get forwards.
he's just going to attack your Unseen Servant and kill it instantly.
Shit.
All you got to do is get the first hit on him.
Then he's going to turn around and basically run at you.
But he's like barrel.
I'm trying to decide what kind of class. If he's a fighter, then I guess he would be. No, I'm not going to do that. He's just going to run at you and hold you in position. Essentially, if you try and run away, he gets a reaction attack to hit you. So you've got to fight him up close.
Okay.
I'm totally making this guy up, by the way.
Yeah. So is it?
And he says, "I'll fucking have you!" He's running at you like
And the screen's all narrowed at this point.
Yeah.
he's like a little
ninja movie.
football hooligan.
Okay. Then
Is it my move?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to put my gun.
As he runs up to you, you just
Yeah.
point your gun in his face.
I'm going to Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That does hit him, and it will draw blood. It will probably kill him, actually.
Cool.
Let's just say he's a commoner, and that just splits his head open.
I
my
then
God.
drag the body out. I tell one of the dwarves to drag this body with you when you go to the door.
Everyone is horrified at this. It's like, why have you done this?
You saw him run at me.
Yeah.
That guy was running at me.
sure.
You dwarves don't know when to give up, do you?
Cockadoodle don't witness the entire thing, and he's shaking his head at you. He's just like, are we gonna kill this were-rabbit or what? When do we kill the were-rabbit? I'm here to kill the rabbit. I'm not here to kill dwarves.
Listen, brother, when
this
the
is
dance
sick.
takes me, the dance takes me. It's one of my phrases.
Well, it does not excuse murder.
I guess you're right.
What was Whiff doing this entire time? You were doing that. You did that thing. I guess all the dwarves are lined up. Do you want to just do that?
Yeah.
You press the digitation on there.
Going to make him smart cast, but I was going to shout, lead him over to the dwarves. So it's so cool.
Oh yeah.
I flip over and make my way to the front of the door.
That's
So
not a good
Beerman,
roll.
turn off my magic mouth.
Ow! Little mouth just goes, hey, help me!
Please. I hate being sentient. I hate this feeling.
Alright. As Faith, you sort of, I imagine you dive past him, sort of combat roll, and he does swipe you on the way past.
Does that do much damage? Is there a slice of this carrot?
Definitely.
I'm going to say because you
Send
failed
fire.
that acrobatics thing, I'll say he's hit you anyway.
They get thrown across the room.
Potentially. He's done 6 plus whatever his strength is. Which would be like a 4, so he's done 10 damage.
Is that bad?
How much health have you got?
That's already
Oh,
6
shit.
off. 6.
Yeah, what do you want to do about that?
Yeah, do you want to get food?
Kind of.
Yeah.
You're on 35 now.
Okay.
Not that
And he has, I suppose you can't even resist the force of it because you're in midair, so he just flings you across the room. And then he's going to bound at you.
Oh no.
I know.
He's off course.
So I fall into the floor with that blow. So
You've gone across the room. Like, he's flung you across the room into the wall.
I'd like to try and get his attention by throwing a spear at him so he doesn't go off course because he's supposed to be barreling into these dwarves.
yes.
You hit him with the spear.
Barreling?
Yeah. It's a great word.
I think it does very little damage.
I'm hoping it just gets his attention so he doesn't chase after Faith.
Yeah, it does get his attention. It doesn't stick in him though. It just like it cuts him and just carries on.
Yeah. Hey, Thumper! I shout over to him.
He turns around like me.
And I've got some dwarven piss in my hand and I just throw it in his eyes. I'm trying to enrage him. I want him to try and charge at me because I was going to stand in front of the door with the dwarves.
While Risky is
Are you
doing
in
all
front? Are
these
you by the
distractions,
dwarves?
I'm going to try to aim at me, yeah.
I'm going to try and get back up on my feet so that I can use my animal handling magic on him.
To handle this animal.
I must handle him. I must send him
You can
away.
ride him.
I might get food when I'm.
Okay, I'm gonna get food. I'm gonna get food here.
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah, I don't want food either. You guys want food?
I'm not feeling like ordering. I'll probably get something on the way back.
I've actually got a patty again, if you don't mind me stealing
Yeah.
your oven for 20 minutes again.
Yeah, sound.
Thank you.
Mum and Dad haven't been shopping, so I might order something.
Okay.
Where are you thinking of going?
What's the name of that pizza place that we had the other week?
Pizza Triangle.
Pizza Triangle.
The best place ever. I had one
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah.
I'm going to get takeaway ordered to my house for when I get in.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I might be heading off for like 9:30 potentially, just because of biking back.
yeah, we could wrap this up relatively. We can wrap this up before then.
Yeah, let's get it done.
So the rabbit
Get
is
some food on the way back.
he's
maybe.
going to run for Risky.
Yeah.
Um,
Is he charging towards me full pelt?
yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to run towards him at a slow jog, and I'm going to misty step
Yeah,
through
right.
him. Like,
Like instant translocation style.
yeah.
He goes to. He's I'm trying to think how he does this. Sort of like you know, like that sort of breakdancing, two-footed kick.
Yeah.
He sort of does that. He misses you.
Yeah. So I've gone through him.
Turns the dwarves into paste. And makes a big dent in the, like a huge, there's significant damage done to the vault door. It's not come off though. It's like bust one of the hinges.
Okay.
Okay.
So we need to do that again.
Yeah.
You're going to do some
What are
animal
you guys
handling.
doing?
Oh, I'm doing some animal handling.
I'm trying to think what I'm doing right now.
Grabbing by the
Whether it's
fucking ears and
important
riding
if
to
I
the
do
door.
anything right now, really. Of course, it's always important for Birdman to do something.
Birdman, it's been a while since you did something cool.
You're right. What's currently happening?
There's a
There's a rabbit on the
an
loose.
eviscerated mess of dwarves against the wall with a big dent in the door, and we're trying to smash that door down.
Yeah.
Well, the cult are.
The rabbit to do it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use my animal handling techniques to first sort of not hypnotise him too much, just get him to calm the fuck down and stop coming at me, you know, so that I can climb onto his back and lead him to the door, which hopefully he will be able to smash through.
Well, you
Fine.
want to like.
What are you
If I
doing?
keep metal on that door.
I feel like I'm
That could
still
help.
conflicted over
Yeah.
why, you know, who should I trust? Should I go back to my old religion?
We
or-
are
Yeah,
fighting your lord right now as well.
Yeah.
This is it.
So you're gonna use heat metal, and you're gonna get like a bit of rope and try and like rein the rabbit.
Yeah, I'm going to try and lasso him if I can get some rope up
All
in
right,
here.
we'll
Get up on
go.
his back.
Yeah.
Well, that's a natural one. We'll say that was for trying to jump on
That was
it.
a ride.
No, I'd like to think that was for the lasso, and I'd go, yeah, I'd hype it up, and then it's just like, lands like 2 feet in front of me.
Let's roll for
near him.
jumping on him. If that works. So you're like on his back, and you can just. So you get the job done, but it just doesn't look as cool as you'd hoped.
Oh well, at least I'm on him.
I'm on him.
Look at
Currently-
Birdman and score it.
Look at me, I'm riding Black Jesus. The king, the funkiest king of all the rabbits.
Okay,
He's not
it's,
Jesus anymore.
it's working to some
rabbit
extent. Like it's sort of
How long are
like
you riding Black Jesus? My
you-
father isn't rich.
it's sort of like when you jump on like a half-broken horse. If that makes sense.
Like you can half control it, you can steer it in the right direction.
Yeah.
But he's bucking like mad.
Okay.
You say you'll have to, it'll take like your next turn to really steer it.
Really rein him in. Okay.
And in the meantime, who's around? Who's nearby? What's Whiff been doing? Has Whiff been sat in the corner having a crisis?
Yeah.
In which case, Whiff is probably out of the way.
But I'm going to get into. I feel like all this conflict of emotions is going to push me into a rage. And with the blood moon being prevalent, I think it's going to send me into a rage. But
And-
even more ragier than normal rages.
And what are you going to do with the rage?
I am non-sectarian!
I'm going to attack Black Jesus.
You're going to attack Black Jesus. How are you going to do that? How do you want
Bear in mind, I'm on his back at this point.
to?
I'm
And
gonna
also,
get-
You kind of need him.
Watch your
Bacon
step.
on his back.
Yeah, but also you're in a rage, so don't listen to us.
Yeah.
You're in a rage. Do what you want to do.
I'm going to sort of like Ask Faith.
I'm the anti-up.
to sort of like lift him up in the air, like throw him up in the
Like,
air,
get him.
like a pizza. Like
So he's standing on his hind legs like a young Rory Calhoun.
there's no.
yeah, yes, exactly. And as you do that, I'm going to lunge and grab him and dive over and stab him in the face.
I'm looking in
Are you-
complete shock at what's happening.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Are you clear how big the rabbit is? It's like 10 feet tall.
He's in
Well,
a
I'm
range.
gonna like
He doesn't
grab
care
him
how
off
big it is.
anyway and
No,
start just
so-
sort of like start jabbing at him.
You can grab into him and start jabbing at him.
Yeah.
That will presumably help.
Yeah.
Even if the blood moon doesn't enhance your abilities, it makes you think it does. So.
I mean, first of all,
So it does.
you try to rage, but you realise that your rage requires alcohol.
Oh, okay.
I go, whiff! Heads up!
He tries to catch it in his mouth, bites it, it just explodes in his mouth.
Eats the glass.
Yeah, it just goes straight into his blood system. His bloodstream.
If people just go,
Yeah.
Yeah, then he goes Popeye. So you grab him. You want to just jump on the rabbit and start stabbing it.
Yeah.
I guess with the hand.
do a
axe.
fucking suplex on him, man.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go full like double axe style on his face.
And you want to grab onto him as you do that.
Yeah, so like yeah. So pull and stab, pull and stab.
Okay, you don't manage to cling to him, but you can just attack him. So that's an 8. What's your... Yeah, that's hit him. And the second one has... I don't know, it's a natural 1. So you've done... You've done like 6 damage,
Oh.
plus 2.
That didn't work.
But has the other one gone in him?
I'm just pissing him off now.
You've done like 8 damage to him, and the other one has just like... I mean, you've hit the... How can you hit it so badly?
I look at the other one
It
who
breaks
I
his
did.
axe.
I look at the other one who didn't hit, and look at the one who did hit, and go like that to the one who didn't hit. See that?
That's what
You?
you should be doing.
Watch out.
Or maybe like, because you jumped at him, tried to cling on. So you hit him with the first one, but then he kind of pushed you back, and with the second one you swung and just missed, and now you're spun around and you don't know where you are. You're just like dizzy.
Discombobulated.
Yeah, so then I
You're
just
like, "What?"
take the row and just sort of like lean it out and just keep spinning
Yeah, you can do that.
like a Beyblade.
So you're just going to be spinning around the room now. You've used heat metal on the thing.
Yeah.
I think you would.
I was,
You've got something to do.
yeah, okay, so I'm gonna... On the ceiling, is there anything we can sort of drop down?
There's like an oil lamp. Like an oil chandelier.
Yeah.
As
I
a
am-
little lamp, a
I
little
put
lamp.
my hands together and look at this guy and say, this one's for you, Hugh, and I'll just like Eldritch blast that little lamp so it falls down. And there's dwarven piss everywhere, which as we know is reactive.
Yes.
Okay, so
Highly. it would seem.
the Eldritch blast
Ambiguously reactive.
hits it, and basically, you didn't realise this at the time, but the oil is being fed into it by a plumbing system. So now, all of that's on fire, and it's just spraying fire into the room.
Oh my god.
I'm just like, this one's...
Everything.
Chaos.
Every time someone's turn comes up, I'm going to get them to roll dex saves on whether or not they're set on fire. So this is becoming quite urgent. You have got control of this rabbit.
I guess I'm trying to get him to charge to the door.
Like mushing.
Yeah.
Mush.
Yeah, make him smash the door down.
Well, Faith is like sort of on the back of his head, I imagine, with like with the rope in his teeth, and just like steering him.
Yeah.
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 And I guess, are you just gonna kick him in the back?
Yeah,
Try and work him
definitely.
like Ratatouille.
Try
Yeah. Yeah.
and- yeah.
Like-
Mush.
You've got his hands in his ears and you just grab it on tufts like that.
Oh.
All right. So he sort of he does the same sort of kick again, but this time the vault door's been heated up by Birdman's heat metal, so he just sort of puts his foot straight through it. It's like sort of semi-melted cheese or plastic, and now he's sort of He gets stuck in it, falls back, and the vault door falls on him. He might struggle to get out of that, but Faith, I'm going to do... Oh, that went too far.
Well,
That's
this isn't going
quite
too
high.
far.
We went too far, like
Faith
20
dives
minutes
clear
ago.
of that. Just combat rolls away, and the vault's open. There's a lot of... what is in there? Let me
Spirit.
just check if there's something in there.
That old goes.
Thank you for freeing us. I got to him like,
has been lifted.
my lord needs an army. Will you heed the call? No.
No, we have families. Dead families.
I've always wanted to go to the Pacific Northwest. It's a yachting holiday.
My uncle has a timeshare in Reno.
I'm going to possess a child.
Okay, I guess where Rabbit Jesus is trapped under this vault door and he's screaming as he's being set on fire, everyone is scrambling to just empty the vault. And I guess there's a bunch of cash and like bonds and property deeds.
I'm just shoving stuff in my cloak
Yeah,
pockets.
straight in there.
Don't care. No, we'll look at it later. Let's just get what we can. Get the fuck out
Snatch
of
and
here.
run.
It's like
Catch and run.
it's like a trolley dash.
Yeah.
It's like supermarket sweep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
In
But,
fact,
but in a blindfold.
Dale Winton is there.
yeah, the ghost of
On
Dale
fire.
Winton.
Turning, yeah, slowly.
Goes to Dale Winton
Crispy
on
fire.
fire in a corner just going,
Did you die on fire, Dale
Yes.
Winton?
yes, I did.
Nothing to... Yeah, but nothing to do with this.
It's crispy flesh,
He could say
cindering as
flaming.
he sits in the corner.
Right. I'm gonna roll.
Flaming fire in their suit.
I'm gonna roll deck saves around the room. You were on fire.
Oh shit. Stop, drop, and roll.
Risky is not on fire.
Damn you, Risky!
slapping
yeah,
you.
Whiff is
Flail
on
it
fire.
around.
Slapping with my large length.
Birdman is not on fire.
Okay.
Flash is on fire.
Let me guess.
Cockadoodle Don't is very on fire.
You're more on fire than me.
He
You know what we should do?
Oh.
Kill him.
He took a moment to like double tap where Jesus in the eye
Yeah,
while he was trapped.
so-
He was just like, "Pff."
In my rage, can I kill him?
You can attack Cockadoodle Don't.
Can I attack Cockadoodle Don't? Yeah.
I will roll your deck save again.
Okay.
You're on fire as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, two hulking flaming
But
bearbles.
so are my axes, and it's stabbing them into him, and it's turning him
Right,
into like
so you're going to attack
a
Cockadoodle
crispy
Don't.
tender.
I think that's 8 plus 8. I think that may have missed.
And I say, just before I kill him,
Well, that one
This
missed.
is carnage again.
You hit him once
we are
with
very
the
mild-mannered people.
with the hand axe.
It totally makes sense.
You do 10. You do like at least 12 damage.
okay. So has it killed him?
Probably not. He's got a similar amount of health to you guys.
And I say to him, I'm
Done
sorry,
12
Master.
damage.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. One day I will prove my loyalty to you. And then I knee him in the crotch. And I say, from Satan's heart I stab at thee.
Okay.
What a great game of Dungeons and Rabbits this is.
I mean,
I love Dungeons and Rabbits. I
you
love that we have rabbits all over the room right now.
he's down to 17 health in
So
total.
many here.
You can't move for rabbits in here.
Risky sees the opportunity to kill Jesus.
Okay.
I just want to roll
It's all right for
everyone's
you, you're not
fire
on
damage.
fire.
Wanna roll?
On fire.
You're twice on fire as well.
Ah! Someone put me out!
I place my hand on
So
Jesus'
that's 10
shoulder.
damage. Whiff takes 10 damage.
Thank you for all you have sacrificed for us today.
As all this is going on,
In fact,
as we're all snatching and running, and as Whiff is on fire, and
Faith takes 4 damage.
Cockadoodle Don't is on fire, and Whiff is tearing into him, and you're saying goodbye to the god of fun.
I'm also taunting him though, like, haha, your religion's not even real.
Yeah, and Faith, are you
I mean,
okay?
I think I've come to. What was my
You're
You're
still
on
on fire.
I know I'm on fire, but how on fire? How much damage?
4.
Four,
I was winging
okay.
that whole bit
You're right.
about the
So
damage,
can I have come round from being on fire, please?
Pat
Like,
yourself.
Um,
he's been
you-
stamping on me and shit, you know.
you would have to leave the room and then roll, and then you'd probably be all right. Whiff is still on fire.
While this is going on, Birdman is walking towards the camera, looking at it again. That's live!
That's right.
That's what all the people say!
It's like a
Right.
freeze frame in the background.
Shoving money into his pockets.
You guys are up top and not being set on fire anymore. Whiff, you are still being set on fire.
I'm singing a different song.
I like being on fire.
Whiff, what are you going to do?
Such a feeling.
Say
What are you gonna do?
I'm going. Oh, you're as dust in the wind. Oh, you're as dust in
rolling
the
around.
wind.
While you're on fire.
Yeah.
It's a horrific sight. Char grilled green man.
Melting fire.
Whiff takes
Shrek at a barbecue.
Whiff takes another 14 damage.
Another 14
Kentucky Fried
damage.
Oh my god. I'm
So I need
dying.
I need to take 24 off you altogether.
Whiff is dying.
We should probably help with.
Yeah, we should help
Yeah.
Whiff.
Well, what can you do? The whole room's on fire.
I've got it. We raise him up like Christ on our arms. We carry him out of the building, and we lob his burning body at whoever's outside. Like we restore him.
Nearby lake.
Just do that. We'll pick you up like crowd surfing style. We'll carry you out.
To be fair, in
I
order to
started
do that,
singing. You raise me
Into a nearby
up,
lake where
so
Whiff
I
falls into the lake, crashes through a tiny boat that wraps around the bottom of his body.
And he comes spinning up out of the ground.
And he's baptised and birthed anew.
Yeah.
I love your best intentions, but in order to do any of this, you will have to go back into the room that's on fire to get Whiff.
Uh-oh.
We could send
I'm
the cultists in.
burning. I'm
They're not
burning
gonna do it,
over
man.
here.
Is there
They will all kill.
Is there not anything or anyone we
From my
can summon for
unseen-
this?
I
No,
work?
reckon the
What?
three of us could do it.
What Whiff
Yeah,
can do
my
is
own
leave the
too.
room of his own accord.
No. We won't be having it. He's in a rage, remember?
Wait,
Whiff has just spent his turn singing.
Yeah, he's in a rage.
Can I use
He's
my
lost his-
unseen servant to get
do
him?
we still have Frick?
I don't know where they are.
Oh, what a shame.
Maybe you want to just try and put the. You can't put the fire out. It's an oil fire that's
Yeah.
been plumbed in.
Yeah, I think we should run in, pick him up like Jesus, and carry him out.
Yeah.
Do it real
Just
fast.
just for the fun of it.
Let's go and get him.
Yes.
We're in this together, guys.
I put my hand on
big
both
boy.
your shoulders and I say, "This one's for Whiff." Chestnuts. This one's for Whiff.
Are you all going in?
Chestnut.
The three of you.
Yeah.
You taking any preparation?
I
I disguise myself as a droplet of water so that I don't set on fire. That's stupid. Ignore that.
you might
Just try
cloak
and
as
check.
many things.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get something large and broad out of it and use that as a shield above my head, so, so I'm sort of like running through like
I have a capability
You don't get
of
set on fire
fashion
at all.
as well.
You're a little singed, but don't do any damage. And Birdman, you going in?
Yeah.
Birdman's on fire.
Feathers everywhere.
You're on fire, Birdman!
I mean, John Feathers.
Diddly, diddly,
Birdman.
diddly. You're doing the intro to Whole Lot of Love.
Birdman takes 6 going in. Right, are you just going to pick Whiff up and run off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like he's Jesus, like he's doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're like a Passion of the Christ style. He's all
Like when the
bruised and on fire.
disciples carried him.
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
bit. Wherever they did.
The camera's above.
Yeah. Yeah, white music does that. Like,
There's like bits of the building falling down and stuff.
ethereal angelic choirs.
We're running towards a nearest body of water with him.
You're not just going
Whiff
to like
takes
lob
another
me
10 while
into
that's
water,
happening.
How
are you?
you get baptised in the wet hoofage, I imagine, is you get chucked into a nearest boat, and if you emerge wearing that boat.
10. So
Well, I did actually tell Birdman how we baptise in the wet hoof before.
Of course, I don't remember that whiff.
How did you get baptised in the wet hoofage?
It is via a boat, but they need to be blessed with animal entrails.
whereabouts are you guys
Meanwhile,
right now?
outside, I can't believe we've got all these animals over our boat.
The the guards are there and they're like, so
I
did
can
you kill the thing? And also, why is the building on fire? There's about 10 guards, just
Who's
like
there?
a bunch of guards.
Okay,
I'll
get
look
the
at
fuck
him.
out of the way. Use Thunderwave.
Yeah.
sleep or something.
I was going to say, I just turn around.
You can use
I
you
feel
can
like
jump
we
forward
can
and
do
use
that.
Thunderwave. We'll see how that pans
Yeah, I'll
out.
jump forward with Thunderwave. Just out the blue.
I know what I'm going to do as
What's
well.
that roll? It's a fucking. Hold on, I've forgotten how that works.
Thunderwave.
Yeah.
It's like a radius.
You just want to blast all these guards as hard as possible.
I come in blasting.
Level 3.
I started
Level 3
blasting.
Thunderwave.
They've got to beat a 14. And if they don't, it's when you cast a spell using second level or higher, the damage increases 1d8 for each slot level above first. So it is 4d8.
48?
4d8.
Oh, 4d8. Oh, okay. It just sounds like 48.
48.
48.
That's a fail.
42. 43. 55.
50.
69.
Hey, 69.
420.
Yes.
420 blaze it.
Fail.
Very good, eh?
420 blaze it.
20
Fail.
blazed.
That's a success.
We emerged from that burning building.
Fail.
Some of us not even on fire at all. How intimidating must that be to this crowd?
But carrying a guy who's on
Yes.
fire.
But that's really
It's
intimidating
so
because
bad.
he's a giant green
All
orc.
bad
Yeah.
answers.
Are you just, you're just going to chuck me in this boat with...
We're gonna try and fucking.
We're gonna lob you
But we're not
in.
gonna try
I
and do
mean,
anything.
you could use,
Maybe you do.
The power of narrative will help you.
You could use Black Jesus' entrails. I mean, he is technically an animal.
He's on. Everything in that room's on fire.
Yeah,
If you go back in there, you will be on fire again.
Is that
Then one of you
including-
has to kill a nearby
Is that-
bunny or rabbit or something tiny.
I'm not doing anything to facilitate you go back to your old religion
So,
because I don't care.
Is
about you.
Cockadoodle Dude on fire also?
You're
Did we leave him?
Fuck him.
You did.
You're
We'll deal with
first.
him in a minute. I just rolled all the wrong dice.
I just say that ominously.
That's what I can do. Let's roll them instead.
How many are there? 10 on there.
It's 48, but I'm just going to do 6 sixes isn't right either. Or is it? Hold
Could
on,
be.
32.
666.
No, that's not right either. I'm just going to have to do it.
56.
36.
A billion.
6 times 6
1d8.
56. 65, 7
Six.
is 21.
666 and
Um,
I'm the devil. Rock on, man.
Hey, drop them horns, brother.
7 plus 5,
Hold
12,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
17.
Was that a swan?
Hey, I'm Marilyn Manson.
Twisted
Swan,
dreams
swan,
are
see?
made of piss. Who am I
Alright.
to dismiss?
Birdman has
Reminded
cooked
disappear.
all of the guards in the area. You've cooked all the guards in the area except for 4 who have like,
Wait, I've done what? Killed them.
Everybody.
yeah,
Looking for some piss.
you just blasted them all.
I would like to
Just
take
every
this
last
opportunity to look at
line
the
is
4 remaining guys. Bear in mind that I've just emerged from a bleeding bank, completely unharmed.
Bloody blank.
The eyes now glowing like green because
It was
I've
the
killed
best
like
of
people
blanks.
there.
It was
I
the
just say,
bluest of blanks.
run, intimidatingly, so fuck off.
They try,
Bloody penal cunt.
but they are struggling to. You know like where you got really bad sunburn. They're just like
Yeah, I'm just like, that's despicable.
because like every time a piece of their armor touches
Bloods,
touches the
baby.
skin, it's just like it nails.
It smells like roast pork out here.
It smells like bacon.
We should say that at the next protest
Yeah.
if the approaches.
I spent like
Just
20 minutes the other night
so-
just fantasizing about saying what I really want to say to that policeman. I was like, it's fucking unhealthy.
You are a toxic character. Fuck
Uh,
off.
Yeah,
Okay, so
most of them.
Mostly fuck off.
I'm gonna say Simon takes control of the situation and says, "Thank you for your help." Oh, hold on. What's
Who are
his?
you again?
Hey, why do we always have to
This
listen to
is
what
Simon.
Simon says?
Not Peter, this is Simon, right?
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, okay.
Can't you tell?
I much prefer Simon.
I'm the
Yeah.
gallant one.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for your help, but we must all Get the hell out of here.
Which one were you again, Peter?
I was the bombastic one.
So Simon's the gallant one.
Bombastic.
Simon is the bombastic one. That is me. I am gallant and bombastic.
So what?
Peter is more, he's done elocution lessons.
But you talk about yourself in the third person a lot, Peter.
Well,
Hey.
I'm just trying to put it in perspective for everyone else.
I can't recall seeing Peter and Simon
yes,
in the
of
same
course.
room at the same time. Guys, I'm going a bit suspicious.
One of them is strapped to the back of the other. So they have to keep turning around.
Are they like conjoined twins or?
No, it's just recreational.
Alright, cool.
It's just,
So clear.
it's just a thing they do.
It makes them both feel comfortable.
Now, we must away. And they all scatter to the night with their bags of swag.
Swag of bags.
Yes. They're swaggery baggery.
Swoggery boggery.
Swag.
And I guess you guys are just left there, and the bank is burning behind you. I suppose as you leave, you see a shadow sort of coming out of it, or somewhere in the flame, and it appears to curse you through the flames. You see it as a silhouette of Cock-a-Doodle-Don't.
Oh God. That was my fault.
So else smell roast chicken.
That guy.
Yeah, I thought something smelled tasty.
Oh, I can't-
Wait.
Yeah.
You hear
Yeah, there's no meat on you.
you hear a faint whisper on the winds of fate that says, "Mexican Joker." And then he disappears in flame, like you can't see him through the flame.
Yeah. Well, he must be dead.
Yeah, he's totally dead.
Sure.
I don't think we'll be seeing him again.
Good. I hate
wonder
roosters.
if any of us might issue the phrase at some point, who saw that coming? Probably none of us.
I wonder if we'll reminisce about this in the future and then talk about him and say, well, yeah, but he's dead now.
It's great that we've all got powerful bonds from the bank. I pull out a handful of bonds.
Really no bonds.
I'm not sure.
No one knows what bonds are.
And I got these degrees. Apart from the banker's degrees.
Yeah, Flash looks up and says, "I'm afraid they are worthless."
But we can
They're all in arts.
we can use them and we can forge them to convince other people on our quest that we are bankers.
We are legit, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of official stamps from the bank that I've stolen.
That'd be helpful. I guess Flash has robbed a bunch of stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
Because he's into counterfeiting things. So he's just nicked a bunch of
Well,
useful items like that.
Yeah.
have I been baptised yet?
No, you can do that now.
Yeah.
Find a body of water. There's a fountain nearby
Okay.
in the square. You could
Okay.
do
Let's go
that.
throw a whiff in the water.
We need an eggshell covered boat.
Whiff
You need a
is
dead animal.
you're covered in burns.
Okay.
You're in a lot of pain. You've taken more damage today than I think everyone combined over the whole campaign. You've burnt a lot.
Is there a body of water nearby?
I
'Cause
know.
I say we just throw a whiff.
There's,
think we
there's
should
a
do a
fountain in the
big
square where you
throw.
are.
Yeah. Berry, berry.
Area berry, yeah.
You go in, when I fall into the water, I go,
Yeah. All the water evaporates.
We need a chief of the wet hoof. Or
my God.
we need someone versed in wet hoof. Don't worry, I've got a book on wet hoof religion. I'll just pull that out. Oog ag, oog oog ag, oog ag. That's what wet hoofs are like. Oog oog ag.
That's what he sounds like. That's what I hear when we
Oog
talk.
ag.
it's true.
Don't worry, I can do this ceremony.
And I sort of fucking.
He's in the fountain.
Writhing around.
It's funny that
Ooh ooh ah ooh.
it's just noises to the point where it's like this is obviously bullshit.
But he's also still like in the thrall of it.
Yeah.
Because it turns out that wet hoofs just talk nonsense. The wet hoof religion. What I'm trying to make out is I'm saying, look at me, I'm a stupid orc, blah blah blah. But it turns out that's what they hear. Anyway, they don't care. It's all about belief with orcs.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
If they believe it,
keeps
it's
us going.
real.
Yeah, it's a bit like the
40k orcs.
yeah, the orcs. How the orcs build like spaceships and stuff in 40k. is just through sheer belief, like force of will,
They haven't
because
got
of how the
magical
gods work.
abilities, but they're so dumb they believe things
So,
work. So
if
they do.
anything, we're the greatest cult known to man.
I don't know, maybe.
Easiest cult known to man. Most suggestible cult known to man.
There's only one cult.
That's
known
the
to
same
man.
thing.
I would like it noted that Flash is staying away from the thrashing water.
Okay.
He's just not into that.
Okay.
Can't
It's
handle
probably-
the wet.
He's having a cigarette.
There's a lot of steam generated off your imagine at this point as well.
Yeah. So I'm like, so I'm literally, I don't know, what steam's coming off me, God,
The Jesus is leaving his body in the fountain. So it's like it's churning it up.
Oh yeah, that's
you
a
need
good
a dead
point
animal
as well.
innards to finish it.
The as
Supposed to be like a cat. No, not that one.
as the life finally leaves the body of where Jesus, the moon goes back to normal, and it's the middle of the day, and Whiff is. It appears that Whiff looks like he's drunk in the fountain. You know, it's unseemly.
Speaking in tongues.
We're all just standing there watching him.
I was trying to go.
Whiff, are you feeling
We're all
less
standing there
Christian
watching
now?
Wondering what life has become.
Oh.
One of the townsfolk steps out. He looks at the burning bank and says, "By God, all of our mortgage debt is gone. Thank you." He looks at you and assumes it's obviously you.
Yeah. Don't thank me. No. Yes, thank me. I do a sweeping bow and extend a shiny leg to him.
He offers you he offers you tea and cake.
Take a
Please come to my house for tea and cake. What?
take a look.
Yeah, that's what
Excuse me,
elves
bird
do.
person. Would you like to come to our house for tea and cake as a reward?
Tea and cake?
Yes.
Tea and cake and money, did you hear that, guys?
Tea, cake, money, and no
I have
debt.
no money.
Hey.
Great.
Well, a good day
Until
for
now, we were horribly
everyone
in debt.
except Whiff, maybe.
Then I say, hey,
We
townsfolk,
work.
help us with this great big green galoot over here.
And
You
debt for everyone.
just drag him out of the fountain.
I have no money. All
They-
the way to the bank.
They help. I guess because they've seen you destroy a symbol of oppression and also cook a bunch of guards
Yeah.
and basically sent them packing out of this
I
small
think
borough of the city.
not only they should pick up Whiff, but they should pick us all up and we should start doing like a power to the people sort of thing. Like,
I mean, you can start a protest if you
We
want.
can start a
get them
protest.
fired up.
Um,
It's as easy as that. All you have to do is run to the nearest dwarven establishment and kill them all.
how many dwarves died in that place?
Not enough.
I'm going to
We're
say
going to be responsible for a dwarf genocide.
Well,
potentially.
I mean,
Another genocide.
we had it coming. to
They
be
are
fair.
basically Nazis.
It's just swings and roundabouts through history. People just like, you know, take it in turns to genocide each other
Yeah.
in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah, get on board with. Help destroy an entire race.
I did once.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago, back when.
Never mind. It's all crap.
Ooh, ag, yeah, right.
I just go, it's good to be back.
And it zooms in on his little twinkling eye.
Is that the end of it? Just a little vignette sort of closes on him. Ting!
Yeah.
There's
all,
the
folks.
post credits like Whiff went back to being a wet hoofer. And it shows him drinking out of a flagon, well, I don't know, lashing a pig.
Yeah, it does a what's it end, you know, this is what they did next.
But it's like what they did in the next hour.
I imagine
Lots
with
of money or something.
That's the power of love.
I'm just like going like this with
I imagine with grabbing a pig and then taking like a spigot from a beer keg and just jamming that into the pig and then drinking the pig's blood through the spigot.
This is the after
Yes.
credit scene.
Yeah, this
It's
is
just that,
It
me
shows,
sucking the life out of
I
him.
envision Birdman doing a load of actor shots like doing getting his like headshots. done.
Headshots. Yeah.
And I've got all the money from the bank and I'm making it rain while he's doing that.
This is how they spent their money.
that's a good point. I'm gonna have to give you some dwarven crowns for doing that.
We have probably made an enemy of the dwarven state there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We've definitely made
100%.
more
All we need to
enemies.
do is get the momentum going and hand it over to the people. And
I think you've started a rogue state in this area of the town
Okay.
the more disruption, the
That
better.
ain't
Really.
good.
because well, it depends on your perspective, doesn't it?
Well,
I mean, you wanted to stop the Black Hook from becoming the next ISIS, but I mean, maybe you're the next ISIS.
Yeah.
We've got
Yeah,
so
that's
those
always a possibility.
cult of fun guys.
Uh-oh.
Those cult of fun guys. I mean, they haven't got a cult anymore, have they?
Again,
Well-
sorry.
It's
Oh shucks, did we become ISIS?
silly.
they are more like freedom fighters.
Well, I was suggesting they could become the funky section of our
I'll
priest
ruffle your hair.
and join our numbers.
Ruffle your feathers.
Yeah,
They're like high priests.
they live in this area, and I think what they were doing with the bank was their idea of stepping up their own rebellion.
Yeah.
So they're friends of yours now.
Sweet.
But
Yeah,
Cockadoodle Don't is not a friend.
Where's your food?
He
I'm going to get some on the way out.
he will be back at some point.
Like you, I'm going to be eating, like, I'm turning cannibalistic.
Okay.
Can you handle
Yeah,
that?
that's it. I'll be eating Emily when I get in.
Hey, baby, slice off some of that arm for me. Chop.
Delicious.
Chop.
Delicious human meat.
Yeah, I can stop the
Don't
recording.
need money. Don't
Navy. Don't need credit cards to eat your skin.
That's the power of
Duh.
human flesh.